again the spike protein in the last stage. You have already remember that how to spike protein.
अंजली वसावे, तुमचा जो कोड दिलाय तुम्हाला तो टाका, तुमचं नाव रिनेम करा, तिथून कोड टाका तुमचा.
हो सर.
हा देवी आणि गुरव, तुमचा कोड टाका तिथं तुमच्या नावाच्या जागेवर.
शब्दाच्या पुढे जॉईन नाही केली तुम्ही लिंक प्रेझेंटेशनला. मग तिला कॉन्टॅक्ट करून पटकन जॉईन करायला. हा, कारण नाही तर मग रिजेक्ट होऊन जाईल तिचे पोस्टर. कॉम्पिटिशन सुरू झाली, म्हणा पटकन जॉईन.
All participants, please remove your name and mention code there. Wasawe Anjali.
सर कोणता कोड टाकायचा आहे?
व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपवर कोड मेन्शन केला आहे. काय नाव आहे तुझं?
अंजली वसावे.
वसावे अंजली, वेट.
दिलेलं आहे तिथे लागेल.
रजिस्ट्रेशन कोणत्या नावाने केलेले तू अंजली तू?
काय सर?
रजिस्ट्रेशन कोणत्या नावाने केले? अंजली गावित का अंजली वसावे?
अंजली वसावे.
रजिस्ट्रेशन केलंय तू?
हो सर.
ठीक आहे, जर तू या कोड घे एसटी.
Welcome Dr. Tushar Patel and Dr. Dilip Gangude sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Honorable today's guest, Honorable Dr. S.P. Pawar sir, all my fellow colleagues and dear participants. On behalf of organization committee, myself, Akash Jain, welcome you all research methodology workshop and poster presentation competition organized by PSG VP Mandal, College of Pharmacy, Sharda. The participant, you have some instruction. Each participant will get 6 minutes for explanation their poster. प्रत्येक पार्टिसिपेटला 6 मिनिट पोस्टर प्रेझेंट करण्यासाठी देण्यात येईल. 5 मिनिटं पोस्टर प्रेझेंट करण्यासाठी 1 मिनिट क्वेश्चन आन्सरिंग साठी राहणार आहे. मेन्शन युअर कोड ओनली. फक्त तुम्ही एंटर करताना फक्त तुमचं कोड मेन्शन करायचं आहे, नाव मेन्शन नाही करायचं आहे. All the students should be enter into meeting on the time with code given to you by organizing team. आपको और पार्टिसिपेंटला काय करायचं आहे की कोड विथ जॉईन व्हायचं आहे मीटिंगला. The name of the winner will be declared on the WhatsApp group after the evaluation. जेव्हा तुमची कॉम्पिटिशन कंप्लीट होईल त्याच्यानंतर विनर जे आहे ते व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपला डिक्लेअर केले जाणार आहे. Each participant will get certificate after filling the feedback form. कॉम्पिटिशन कंप्लीट होण्यानंतर फीडबॅक फॉर्मची लिंक पाठवली जाईल. ती लिंक फिल केल्यानंतर पार्टिसिपंटला सर्टिफिकेट भेटेल. Then first beginning the first poster. AC01. AC01, please share your poster. AC01, please present your poster.
Good afternoon, sir. हॅलो.
हा येतोय आवाज बाळा, कंटिन्यू.
सर, माझा विषय आहे स्त्रियांच्या आत्मकथनाचा स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून घेतलेला शोध. सर्वप्रथम आपण आत्मकथनातील जी व्याख्या आहे ती मी स्पष्ट करते. आत्मकथनातील स्वतःची भूमिका ही स्त्री साहित्यात स्वतःच्या खाजगी जीवनातल्या गुंतागुंतीला वाचकांपुढे उलगडून सांगण्यापेक्षा अधिक स्वतःच्या सार्वजनिक अनुभवांना जाहीरपणे इतरांबरोबर वाटून घेण्याकडे असतो. त्यांना स्वतःच्या जे अनुभव असतात ते त्यांनी या आत्मकथांमध्ये वाटलेले मला आढळून आलेत. स्त्रीवाद म्हणजे लिंगभेदाचा विचार न करता एक माणूस म्हणून स्त्रीचा विचार करणे होय. आणि ढोबळ मानाने ही चळवळ पुरुष विरोधी नसून मूलतः समानतेच्या तत्वाचा पुरस्कार करते. या आत्मकथनांमध्ये मी जे संदर्भ घेतलेले आहेत ते आहेत मराठी साहित्यातल्या प्रारंभिक काळातील आत्मकथनांचा. आणि त्यामध्ये पहिलं नाव आहे काशीबाई कानिटकर. हा जो पहिला फोटो जो कॉर्नर मध्ये दिसतोय तो काशीबाई कानिटकरांचा आहे. त्यांच्या आत्मकथनांमध्ये एक जी जागरूकता होती काळातली स्त्रियांबाबतची, ज्याला आपण स्त्रीवाद असे म्हणू शकतो, जसे की बालविवाह असो, सतीप्रथा असो, स्त्रियांवर होणारा अन्याय असो, याबाबत काशीबाई कानिटकरांनी हे स्पष्टपणे मांडलेले आहे. आणि त्यांचं जे मुख्य उद्देश होता तो माझे शिक्षण हे त्यांनी लिहिलेला आत्मग्रंथ आहे. त्यामध्ये त्यांनी त्यांच्या शिक्षणाबद्दल जे मांडलं आहे ते मी इथं स्पष्ट करू इच्छिते. दुसरे आहेत रमाबाई रानडे. या सर्व आत्मकथनांमधून मला हे स्पष्ट होते की ज्या प्राचीन काळातील ज्या परंपरा होत्या त्याबद्दल त्यांनी आपले मत मांडण्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. बेबी कांबळे हा जो दुसरा कॉर्नर मधला फोटो दिसतो आहे तो बेबी कांबळे यांचा आहे. यांनी सुद्धा स्त्री शिक्षणावर भर देता त्या काळचे स्त्री शिक्षणाची जी जे त्रुटी होत्या त्या स्पष्ट करण्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. व त्यांचे जे अनुभव होते समाजाबद्दलचे, स्त्री शिक्षणाबद्दलचे, त्यांनी ते मांडलेले आहेत. त्याचप्रमाणे बाया करणे, यशोदाबाई जोशी, पार्वतीबाई आठवले आणि लक्ष्मीबाई टिळक यांनी सुद्धा आपल्या अनुभवांमधून या ज्या जुन्या परंपरा होत्या त्यांबद्दल ठळकपणे मांडण्याचा प्रयत्न केला आहे. पण काहींच्या लिखाणात असे स्पष्ट होते की त्या काळची जी पुरुष प्रधान किंवा मग पितृसत्ताक जी परंपरा होती त्यावर त्यांचा भर दिलेला दिसतो. आणि काही जसे की लक्ष्मीबाई टिळक आणि काशीबाई कानिटकर यांनी स्वतःबद्दल स्त्रियांना पुनर्विवाहाची परवानगी या विषयावर तसेच स्त्री शिक्षणावर यांनी भर दिलेला दिसतो. त्यापुढे आहेत 20व्या शतकातील आत्मकथाकार. त्यामध्ये पहिलं नाव आहे आनंदीबाई शिर्के. आनंदीबाई शिर्के यांनी सुद्धा त्या काळातील जे स्त्रियांचं शिक्षण यावर त्यांनी भर दिलेला दिसतो. आणि आत्मभान जागृती हे त्यांच्या लिखाणातील मूल उद्दिष्ट दिसून येते. तसेच कांचन यादेकर व हंसा वाडकर, मल्लिका अमर शेख यांनी सुद्धा त्या काळातील रूढींबाबत त्यांच्या लेखनामध्ये स्पष्ट केलेलं आहे. आणि त्यानंतर येतो आधुनिक काळातील दलित स्त्रियांची आत्मकथा. आधुनिक काळातील जे वर्ग होते त्यांमध्ये आपल्याला भेद दिसून येतो, कारण की जे जातीभेद होते ते त्या काळातील दिसून येतात. जे मुख्य आत्मकथन होते त्याच्यामध्ये एक विशिष्ट वर्गाचा समावेश केलेला दिसतो. दलित वर्गासाठी जे वेगळे असे आत्मकथन ज्या स्त्रियांनी लिहिलेत ते विशेषप्रमाणे मांडलेले गेलेले आहेत. त्यामध्ये बेबी कांबळे, उर्मिला पवार, शांताबाई दानी, कुमुद पावळे, मुक्ता सौगोळ, शांताबाई कांबळे, जनाबाई गिऱ्हे, विमल गोरे यांचे मुख्य कामगिरी या आत्मकथनांमध्ये दिसून येते. त्यांनी लिहिलेले विविध आत्मकथनांची नावं
Participant, your time is over.
पुढीलप्रमाणे.
Sir, having any question?
हॅलो,
येस सर.
आवाज येतोय बाळा?
हो सर.
बाळा, दलित आत्मकथनामध्ये शांताबाई कांबळे यांचा उल्लेख केलेला आहे. तू शांताबाई कांबळे यांच्या आत्मकथनाचं नाव काय सांगू शकते का?
शांताबाई कांबळे.
यांचं आत्मकथनाचं नाव काय?
हो सर. त्यांनी माझ्या जन्माची चित्रकथा हे आत्मकथन लिहिलेलं आहे.
चित्रकथा?
चित्रकथा.
चित्रकथा का चित्रकथा?
चित्रकथा.
नक्की?
हो सर.
बर, लक्ष्मीबाई टिळक यांचं आत्मकथन जे आहे ते कशावर आधारित आहे बाळा? लक्ष्मीबाई टिळकांचा उल्लेख केलेला आहे आत्मकथनाचा मराठीच्या प्रारंभिक काळामधल्या.
हो.
तर त्यांचं जे आत्मकथन आहे ते कशावर आधारित आहे?
स्त्री शिक्षणावर आहे सर.
कशा स्वरूपाचं आहे ते? स्वरूप कसं आहे ते आत्मकथनाचं?
स्त्रियांना वाटेला आलेले कुटुंबातील कौटुंबिक हिंसाचार, दडपणूक, साम्राज्यवाद या प्रमाणात आहे सर ते.
हा, बरं बेटा, मी एक साधा प्रश्न विचारतो तुला. आत्मकथनासाठी ह्याच स्त्रिया तू का निवडल्या?
सर, आत्मकथनांचा मी जेव्हा शोध घेतला तेव्हा मला हे प्राचीन काळापासून ते आधुनिक काळापर्यंत या स्त्रियांचं जे मुख्य काम होतं ते मला आढळून आलं. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये मला विस्तारित अशी माहिती भेटली म्हणून मी घेतलं.
बरं, तुला यांच्या आत्मकथनातून काय प्रेरणा मिळाली?
यांच्या आत्मकथनातून मला सर त्या काळातील जी स्त्रियांची स्थिती होती ती कळली. आणि त्यांनी जे प्रकटपणे त्यांचे विचार मांडलेले दिसतात ते, कारण की त्या काळामध्ये स्त्रियांचं जे लिखाण होतं हे कमी प्रमाणात होतं. त्यांना स्वतःचे विचार मांडता येत नसताना सुद्धा त्यांनी हे आत्मकथन लिहिलेली अशी मला दिसतात. म्हणून मला त्याच्यातून प्रेरणा घ्यावीशी वाटते.
ओके, ठीक आहे, थँक्यू.
Thank you, AC01. Now, AC02, present your poster. AC01. Okay. AC02.
फुल कर, सर्व फुल कर.
AC02 is here.
होतं बिलकुल.
AC03. AC06. Directly enter. AC06, please share your poster. Before the sharing, please rotate your mobile. AC06.
AC06.
Yes, yes.
AC06, please rotate your mobile.
आवाज येतोय सर?
हा येतोय. तू मोबाईल रोटेट कर ना फर्स्ट.
केला सर.
ओके, प्रोसीड.
सुरू करू का सर?
हो हो हो.
नमस्कार सर, माझा स्पर्धक कोड क्रमांक आहे AC06. विषय आहे स्त्रियांच्या आत्मकथनांचा स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून घेतलेला शोध, एक चिकित्सक अभ्यास. सर, प्रस्तुत विषयामध्ये आजपर्यंत वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रातील, वेगवेगळ्या समाजातील किंवा वेगवेगळ्या प्रांतातील स्त्रियांनी आपली आपली आत्मकथनं मांडलेली आहेत. मग ती आत्मकथनाचा अभ्यास करून त्यामध्ये असलेला स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोन किंवा त्यांच्या समस्या समजून घेऊन त्यांच्या आयुष्यातून एकूण वेदना, व्यथा किंवा त्यांच्या आयुष्यात झालेली जी घुसमट आहे ती लक्षात घेऊन त्यावर विचार करून जी आपल्या समाजामध्ये स्त्री पुरुष विषमतेची जी दरी आहे ती भरून काढण्यासाठी आणि समाजात परिवर्तन घडवण्यासाठी आणि समाजामध्ये स्त्री सक्षमीकरण घडवण्यासाठी मी सदर सादरीकरण करत आहे सर. मग या विषयामध्ये प्रामुख्याने 2 संकल्पना सगळ्यात महत्वाच्या आहेत. एक म्हणजे आत्मकथन. मग आत्मकथन म्हणजे काय? मग आत्मकथन म्हणजे व्यक्ती आणि समिष्टी यांच्यातील गुंतागुंतीच्या नात्यांवरती समिष्टीच्या अंतरंगातून प्रकाश किरण टाकून तिचे चिकित्सक समीक्षण करणारी आणि त्याच वेळी व्यक्तीच्या खासगी आयुष्याचा व स्वरूपाच्या जडणघडणीचे आकलन इतरांसमोर सार्वजनिक रीतीने मांडणारी कृती म्हणजे आत्मकथन होय. मग दुसरी संकल्पना आहे स्त्रीवाद. स्त्रीवाद म्हणजे ही एक सामाजिक परिवर्तन घडवू पाहणारी राजकीय जाणीव आहे. मग सदर पोस्टर प्रेझेंटेशनचं उद्दिष्ट काय? तर स्त्रियांचा आत्मकथनाचा स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून अभ्यास करून स्त्रियांचा व्यथा, वेदना आणि समस्या समजून घेणं हे या पोस्टर प्रेझेंटेशनच्या मागचं उद्दिष्ट आहे. दुसरं उद्दिष्ट म्हणजे या समाजामध्ये स्त्री पुरुष समानतेची जी दरी ती कमी करणं, स्त्री पुरुष समानता रुजवणं आणि स्त्री सक्षमीकरण घडवून आणण्यासाठी मी सदर सादरीकरण करत आहे. मग हे पोस्टर तयार करताना मी काही स्त्रियांचा आत्मकथनाचा अभ्यास केला. मग त्यामध्ये माझ्या जन्माची चित्रकथा त्याच्या लेखिका आहे सौ शांताबाई कांबळे. त्यांनी या आपल्या आत्मकथनामध्ये दलित स्त्रियांचं जीवन, त्यांची मारहाणी, गुहाजीवन, नरकप्रास यांचा एकूणच प्रत्यय त्यांच्या या आत्मकथनातून दिसून येतो. दुसरं आत्मकथन आहे मिटलेली कवाडे. त्याच्या लेखिका आहेत यशोदा सोनार. त्यांनी या आपल्या मिटलेली कवाडे या आत्मकथनामध्ये दलित स्त्रियांचं एकूणच समाज जीवन आणि त्यांची घुसमट याचा अभ्यास केलेला आणि ते समाजासमोर मांडलेलं दिसून येतो. तिसरे लेखिका आहेत मरण कळा. त्यामध्ये जनाबाई गिरे यांनी गोपाल समाजातील स्त्रीमनाचं, भावभावनांचं, सुखदुःखांचं एक विदारक चित्रण रेखाटण्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. तर मल्लिका अमरशेख यांनी मला उद्ध्वस्त व्हायचं या पुस्तकामध्ये पुरुष प्रधान संस्कृतीवर कोरडे ओढण्याचं काम केलेलं आम्हाला दिसून येतंय. 5वं लेखिका आहेत उषा मुलाटे. त्यांनी शोध बाई माणसाचा जिण्याचा या पुस्तकामध्ये मुस्लिम स्त्रियांचं जीवन, स्त्रीचं शिक्षण, समाजात तिची असलेली किंमत आणि शरीर विक्रय करणाऱ्या स्त्रियांचं एकूणच जीवन हे आपल्या आत्मचरित्रातून मांडण्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. 6वं आत्मकथन आहे मी वनवासी. यामध्ये सिंधुताई सपकाळ यांनी आपल्या एकूण जीवनातील यातना त्यातून निर्माण केलेला आपलं संघर्षाची वाट आणि मिळालेले यश, संपादन केलेले यश आणि तिथपर्यंत पासून सुरू झालेला प्रवास हजारो अनाथांच्या मायेपर्यंत होतो, हे सगळं आपण या पुस्तकामध्ये रेखाटण्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. 7वं आत्मकथन आहे माझी मी. या पुस्तकामध्ये यशोधरा गायकवाड यांनी जातीवादाचे चटके सहन केले. पुढे त्यांनी शिक्षण घेतलं, पुढे स्वतःच्या पायावर उभा राहिला, परंतु पुढे जाऊन त्यांचा संघर्ष संपला नाही. पती दुसऱ्या बाईच्या नादाला लागून त्यांनी आपला संसार उद्ध्वस्त करून घेतला होता. म्हणजे यासारख्या समस्याला त्यांना सामोरे जावं लागलं होतं. त्यानंतर जिनं आमचं या आत्मसंग्रहाचा सुद्धा अभ्यास केला. त्यामध्ये बेबी कांबळे यांनी हे पुस्तक लिहिलेलं आहे, त्यामध्ये सुद्धा त्यांनी आपला स्त्रीवाद मांडलेला आहे. मग या सगळ्यांचा अभ्यास करत असताना मला काही पॉइंट या व्यतिरिक्त मांडणं गरजेचं वाटतं, कारण की कवयित्री नीरजा असं सांगतात सर की माझं स्त्रीवाद किंवा माझं साहित्य मला छत्री किंवा रेनकोट सारखं वाटतं. जेव्हा मी घरात प्रवेश करतो तेव्हा ते मला घराच्या बाहेरच काढावं लागतं, तेव्हा कुठे मला घरात प्रवेश दिला जातो आणि तेव्हा कुठे माझा संसार हा सुखाचा चालतो. म्हणजे अशा प्रकारे त्यांनी आपलं फेमिनिझम मांडण्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. तर एवढंच नाही तर द सेकंड सेक्स या पुस्तकाच्या लेखिका सीमांत बुवा या पुस्तकामध्ये असं लिहित असतं की स्त्री ही जन्मत नाही तर ती घडवली जाते. म्हणजे स्त्रीने संपूर्ण जन्मभर तिच्या भोवती एक आराखडा आखून दिलेला असतो की तू असं वागावं, तू असं करावं. हॅलो, यासारखी चौकट स्त्रियांभोवती आखलेली असते सर. मग निष्कर्ष काय निघाला की स्त्रियांचं संपूर्ण आयुष्य हे वेदनादायक आहे. मग आणि रूढी परंपरांमध्ये स्त्रीचं जीवन बंदिस्त करून ठेवलेलं आहे. काही भागांमध्ये स्त्रियांना कौमारी चाचणीसारख्या परंपरेला सामोरे जावं लागतं सर. तर पुरुष प्रधान संस्कृतीने स्त्रीचं जीवन 4 भिंतीच्या आत बंदिस्त करून ठेवलेलं आहे. मग यावर उपाययोजना काय आहे? तर उपाययोजना म्हणजे पुरुषांची बदललेली मानसिकता. कारण की पद्मा गोळेंचं एक वाक्य आहे सर की जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या मानवी देहाकडे स्त्री किंवा पुरुष या दृष्टिकोनातून पाहू लागतो ना, तेव्हा आम्ही फक्त शारीरिक, मानसिक, बौद्धिक दृष्टिकोनातून विभाजन वर्गीकरण करत नाही, तर माणूस म्हणून जगण्याचा हक्क आणि अधिकार आम्ही कमी अधिक प्रमाणात वाटण्याचं काम करत असतो. म्हणून आपल्याला या पुरुष प्रधान संस्कृतीची मानसिकता बदलणं गरजेचं आहे. बाईला माणूस म्हणून मान्य करायचं आहे, कारण की आमच्या इथे वर्षानुवर्षे चालत आलेल्या समाज व्यवस्थेनं एका स्त्रीचं अस्तित्व हे बाई म्हणून मान्य केलं, परंतु माणूस म्हणून तिचं अस्तित्व नाकारण्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. मग पुढचं आहे स्त्री सक्षमीकरण घडवून आणणं. आज महिलांना आपण जुडो, कराटे, बॉक्सिंगचं प्रशिक्षण देणं अत्यंत गरजेचं आहे. तेव्हा कुठेतरी स्त्री ही घडेल.
स्टॉप द शेअरिंग.
थँक्यू.
बर बा, तुझा विषय आहे स्त्रियांचा आत्मकथनाचा स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून घेतलेला शोध, एक चिकित्सक अभ्यास, बरोबर?
हो सर.
याच्यामध्ये चिकित्सक या शब्दाचा अर्थ काय बळा?
चिकित्सक म्हणजे एक जिज्ञासी वृत्तीने सर पूर्ण खोलवर जाऊन सर.
स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून म्हणजे नेमकं काय?
स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोनातून सर स्त्रीवादी जी ना सर ती समाज परिवर्तन घडवणारी, म्हणजे आपण ती एक स्त्रीवादी एक वेगळं फेमिनिझम आहे सर. या दृष्टिकोनातून आपल्याला अभ्यास करायचा आहे. म्हणजे एखाद्या आत्मचरित्राचा अभ्यास करत असताना आपण फक्त सामाजिक किंवा कुठल्याही दृष्टिकोनातून अभ्यास करतो सर, परंतु स्त्रीवादी दृष्टिकोन म्हणजे त्यामध्ये एक समाज परिवर्तन घडवण्याची, एक नवीन क्रांती घडवण्याची विचार असतो, एक संस्कार असतात, त्या दृष्टिकोनातून आपल्याला अभ्यास करायचा आहे.
हा बेटा, तुझ्या प्रेझेंटेशन वरून तू स्त्रियांचा खूप आदर करतो असं मला वाटतं.
थँक्यू सर.
पण या तुझ्या प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये ज्या काही वेगवेगळ्या स्त्रियांचे उदाहरणं दिलेत किंवा त्यांचा अभ्यास केला, तर याच्यातून त्या स्त्रिया आणि आताच्या याच्यामध्ये तुला काय फरक दिसतो?
सर मला असं वाटतं सर त्या काळात सुद्धा स्त्री सक्षमीकरणासाठी काही स्त्रिया पुढे आल्या त्या. म्हणजे आधी प्राचीन काळामध्ये जरी आम्ही विचार केला तर संत जनाबाई रूढी परंपरांना जुगारून लावतात. त्या म्हणतात की डोईचा पदर आल्या खांद्यावरी भरल्या बाजारी जाई नवी, किंवा त्याच्या अलीकडच्या काळामध्ये सुद्धा विठाबाई नारायणगावकर या तमाशा कलावंत सुद्धा असं सांगतात की पोटासाठी नाचते मी परवा कुणाची. म्हणजे त्यावेळेस स्त्रियांनी सुद्धा त्यांचा स्त्रीवाद मानलेला आहे. आणि आताच्या काळामध्ये नुकतंच बारामतीच्या मॅरेथॉन स्पर्धेत अनवाई पायाने धावणारी लता भगवानकरे नावाची माऊली असेल, किंवा पुण्यातली अंध असताना सुद्धा IPS झालेली वैशाली पाटील असेल, या सगळ्यांचा प्रवास इथपर्यंत येऊन पोहोचलेला आहे सर.
बरोबर, ठीक आहे, हरकत नाही.
ठीक आहे,
ओके.
थँक्यू.
थँक्यू सर.
तर याचं प्रेझेंटेशन चांगलं उत्तरे बऱ्यापैकी दिली.
AC02. Okay, sir. Thank you. In this code only the 2 students, sir, 2 students available आहे.
बरं,
ते आले तर सर मी तुम्हाला कम्युनिकेट करतो.
ओके,
चालेल, हरकत नाही.
थँक्यू सर.
Thank you for evaluation, sir. Now we'll start a second session, that is a poster presentation on science and technology. Sir, I warm welcome our both the evaluator. Sir, shall we start now?
Continue, sir, continue.
Okay, sir.
yes, you can continue.
Okay, first student, ST01. Please share your screen. ST01.
Hello.
ST01, proceed.
Yes. Can I
Continue,
start?
madam.
Yes.
Yes, yes, continue.
You can start, but zoom out your poster. Okay.
Hello everyone. Very warm good afternoon to everybody. Today I'm here to present presentation on the importance of vaccination program in COVID-19. So we all know in recent days we have completely seen the effect of the COVID on various countries. So to stop the desired effect, to stop the pandemic, we have to get vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccine is a major step towards reducing the spread of pandemic and further reducing the associated disease and deaths. Once we are vaccinated, our body is much prepared to shield off the virus by making our immune system stronger. It helps to build our immune level, and vaccines which are been injected are very safe and effective for our health. And by vaccination, we can make sure of our health and also of our loved one health. Once you are vaccinated, your body is much better prepared to shield off virus and making your immune system more stronger. COVID vaccines are available in societies, by government or by other people body that are vaccine and that they provide various certification authorities for that particular vaccine. You should get vaccine even after you have COVID, because it shows getting COVID illness provides potential protection to your immune system. COVID vaccination helps you to prevent by creating the antibody in your body, which completely masks the virus. Further presentation will be handled by my friend.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. COVID-19. Hello.
Yes.
COVID-19 vaccines are effective and can lower the risk of getting and spreading the virus that causes the COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccine also helps to prevent serious illness and death in adults and children to even if they got COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccination continues to reduce the risks of hospitalization and death when people become infected with COVID-19. After the 2 doses of vaccine, one must take the booster dose because it an additional dose of vaccine given after the protection provided by the original shoots has begun to decrease over time. By getting vaccinated, you help protect the vulnerable, such as elderly and those with chronic underlying medical conditions. These are people who are increased risks of severe outcomes such as respiratory difficulties or death. Both influenza and COVID-19 can cause severe disease, but not the influenza vaccines only protect against influenza. Dual infection with the COVID-19 and it caused the severe outcomes. Both COVID-19 and COVID-19 can disrupt the healthcare services and the functioning of nursing homes. It's especially important this year healthcare staff get vaccinated against influenza and the healthcare service keep running. Vaccinated people can less likely to infect without showing symptoms, less like to spread to virus. Then can say that the get your vaccine today before corona takes you away. And one should can help the prevent the COVID. And also got it your vaccine today before corona takes you away. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Shall I ask the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What will be the criteria for booster dose? It should be of the same vaccine or another vaccine?
No, sir. After 2 doses.
After 2 doses.
Yes. After the second doses, the booster dose is given.
Okay. And what will be the criteria? It should be of the same dose. You will have to take the same dose. If you have taken Covishield, you will have to take Covishield only, or you can take Covaxin also. Are you getting the question?
No, sir.
जर तुम्ही पहिल्यांदा कोविशिल्ड घेतलेली आहे तर तुम्हाला कोविशिल्डच घ्यावी लागेल का कोवॅक्सिन पण घेतली तरी चालेल?
नाही सर, कोविडशिल्डच घ्या.
बर. Are you both vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, next question, sir, विचारतात का?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? ST1?
Yes,
ST01? You can
sir.
hear me, no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that this vaccination program has been successful? What amount of percentage do you know that vaccination has been conducted in this 1 year?
More than millions of doses has been consumed, sir.
Do you know the figure? Okay. You should read such type of extra knowledge questions when you try to submit such type of presentations. Okay. Okay. You can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ST02, please share your slide. ST02, please share your poster. ST02.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Continue, madam.
Just a minute. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Our today's topic is importance of vaccination in program COVID-19. First, we see what is we know about COVID-19. Infection with SARS CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, can result in the range of illness from mild symptoms to severe illness and death. We don't know how SARS CoV-2 will affect each person. Some people, such as adults 65 and older, or people with certain medical conditions, are more likely than others to become severely ill. And next topic is how to prevent COVID-19. First, wear a mask that covers your mouth and nose. Avoid close contact with others. Stay at least 6 feet from other people. Avoid crowds and poorly ventilated space. Wash hands often with soap and water. Use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol if soap and water are not available. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Clean and disinfected frequently touches surface daily. And last one is get a COVID vaccine is more important. And next topic is COVID-19 vaccination is a safer way to build protection. So see how it is. Getting the virus that causes COVID-19 may offer some natural protection known as an antibody or enemy, but experts don't know how long this protection lasts. The risks of severe illness and death from COVID-19 far outweigh any benefits of natural immunity. COVID-19 vaccination will help protect you by building immunity without the risks of severe illness. And now we see what to expect before, during, and after COVID-19 vaccination. So before, learn about COVID-19 vaccine. See if COVID-19 vaccine is recommended for you. During vaccination, read the facts sheet that tells you about the specific COVID-19 vaccine you receive. Receive a vaccination record card. And then after vaccination, expert some side effects. Enroll in VSAFE. VSAFE will remind you if you need a second shot. Continue using all the measures to protect yourself and others also. And then getting vaccinated. Now we see what will we do after vaccination. Continue COVID-19 prevention measure. Cover your nose and mouth with masks. Stay at least 6 feet from people who don't live with you. Avoid crowds and poorly ventilated space. Wash your hand continuously. Clean and disinfected frequently. Touch surfaces. Enroll in VSAFE. If you have questions about your health and vaccination, call your doctor, nurse, or clinic. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir, having any question?
Madam, hello. Are you getting the voice?
Yes,
ST2. Ma'am, you have displayed that you have to keep the social distancing of 6 feet. Why it is 6 feet?
Actually, sir, because it's declare 6 feet is must for avoid COVID-19.
But what is the reason why we are taking only 6 feet? Why we are not taking 2 feet or 10 feet or 12 feet?
Sorry, sir, I don't know what it because I'm not studied more deeply.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Okay, next candidate. No problem.
Thank you. ST02. ST03. ST03. Share your poster. Okay, ST04.
Yes, sir.
Share your poster.
Good afternoon, sir. Today's my topic is role of pharmacist in COVID-19 pandemic. Firstly, I told role of pharmacist in COVID-19 pandemic. Pharmacist and pharmacy staff are provide public health support in COVID-19. Pharmacists are providing health services, seeing patients and reducing patient burden. All over world due to coronavirus situation is critical, but pharmacists do not their work and provide health services. Pharmacists also working on providing home deliveries of medicines. In lockdown, all are their homes, but pharmacists provide all services. Pharmacists can provide public health support to prevent the spread of the infection and give patients advice on how to manage their condition if systematic. Pharmacist is social helper in COVID-19 pandemic. There are different type of pharmacists and their role also. That is community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy.
ST04. Please zoom your poster.
Okay, sir. There are different types of pharmacists and their role also. That is community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, drug regulatory pharmacy, and industrial pharmacy. But all are the common responsibility and opportunity for collaboration. This finding showed the different role of pharmacists during the COVID-19 pandemic, such as disease prevention and infection control, adequate storage and drug supply, patient care, and support for healthcare professionals. The COVID-19 has changed the way healthcare is routinely delivered, with pharmacists taking a lead role in meeting individual patient needs across practice setting. As a profession, pharmacists have been adaptable and innovative, and they have taken significant advantages of many new practice authorities. Then see my poster on pharmacists are fighting on the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic. Managing medicine, counseling patient, giving flu shots, and checking glucose is the everyday work of pharmacists. But as the nation fights coronavirus, the work of this healthcare professional has been expanded by the federal government to include COVID-19 testing. It's a more that makes sense to pharmacy experts. Pharmacists have been critical to the COVID-19 response and key workers in the health services. Our pharmacy academic have been working hard on the front line to support the public during the pandemic. 100% pure pharmacy, a better way to shop for health and beauty. Daily dose of happily after a hometown pharmacy with world-class service, a pharmacy for all of you needs, a pharmacy your family can trust. Then look and feel better for less, more than just low prices. Not just a pharmacy, but a family. Playing less is a beautiful thing. Pharmacy teach know how to mix it up. Save on drugs, use as needed. Service the future, honoring the past. The cure for the common drugstore. Pharmacist is the key that unlocks all you need to know about your medicines. I am with you in sickness and in health. My words are antibiotic, my smile is analgesic, my touch is anti-inflammatory, my presence is antiseptic, my feeling is antipyretic. Yes, I am the pharmacist. Thank you, sir.
Having any questions, sir?
One question. Is it safe to take ibuprofen when this COVID-19 pandemic is affected to individual? Is it preferential? You know ibuprofen? What type of drug it is?
Sir, please repeat question.
Do you know ibuprofen? It is a drug.
No, sir.
You don't know it. What type of drugs are recommended for this COVID-19 cases? What type of system of medication is expected? Being a pharmacist, you should know.
The government panel has remdesivir and tocilizumab. It is a treatment protocol for patient with moderate to severe illness.
Do you go for remdesivir immediately?
No,
Or do we
sir.
have some preliminary treatment?
No, sir.
See, we have gone across many cases in this pandemic, and you have in your homes or in your neighbors, so some pandemic situation might be raised. So you should know some preliminary treatment before going for remdesivir, because it is the treatment where a patient is hospitalized. But suppose if in your house, if you are feeling with symptoms like this, what will you prefer to give first? Okay, examiner sir, can you ask a question if you want?
No, sir. Continue next.
Next, okay.
Okay, thank you. ST04. ST05. ST04, please remove the slide sharing. ST05. ST06. ST06. ST07. ST12. ST12.
Yes, sir.
Share your poster.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, continue, madam.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Gayatri Popat Dhankar. Today, the topic of my presentation is importance of vaccination program in COVID-19. And now I am going to talk about it. We know that COVID-19 is still ravaging the world. As winter comes, the rate of infection is rising, but world is exhausted with the month of compulsory mask wearing, social distancing, curfew and lockdown. A vaccine is now the most powerful way to curb the disease. First of all, we should know that what's the vaccine and how it works. So, vaccine is a simply biological preparation that's provide the active acquired immunity to particular infectious disease. However, ability of vaccine is to prevent the infection or disease depend on a critically on a protecting the older individual and who are highest risk of several disease. India have started the vaccination program using Covishield and Covaxin. Covishield is developed by the Oxford University scientists and manufactured at Serum Institute. Covaxin Bharat Biotech is developed in a Bharat Biotech in a collaboration with Indian Council of Medical Research and National Institute of Virology. It is the largest vaccination program. to reduce the spread of infection. Vaccine will reduce the large number of deaths in India and whole world too. Now, my second topic in presentation is how to COVID vaccine works. In first stage, COVID-19 vaccine tell our cell how to make the viral spike protein. Then our body make the antibodies against the spike protein. And in last stage, our body remember that how to spike protein look like and ready to deploy the antibodies to kill virus. Simply, when people get vaccinated, then the body immune system will be activated to recognize the invading pathogen and produce the antibodies. This means that if the person is exposed to the dangerous pathogen in the future, their immune system should respond immediately to destroy it with the antibodies, thus protecting against the disease. After enough people in a population are vaccinated, the virus will effectively stop spreading. So now third and important topic of my presentation is benefits of getting a COVID vaccine. The first benefit is that the COVID vaccine protect us and our family too from getting sick and death from the COVID-19. Second one is that the COVID-19 vaccine is important to stop the pandemic, and early evidence show that COVID-19 vaccine help to reduce the spread of COVID virus. And third one is vaccination keep you from getting COVID. COVID-19 vaccine available in all United States have been shown to be highly effective to prevent the COVID-19. In general, the development of safe and effective COVID-19 vaccine is a hug steps to forward in our global effort to end the pandemic. This is, I think this is a exciting news, but still some people who are scared and hesitant about the COVID-19 vaccine. So today, on the occasion of this research and methodology workshop and presentation, I just want to tell them that it's your choice to choose either of it, that is a virus or vaccine. But I always recommended them to choose the vaccine because vaccine is very safe and effective than the harmful virus. Thank you all for listening my presentation.
Sir, having any question?
Madam, which is the third vaccine that is we are using in our country?
Now booster dose.
No ma'am, not booster dose. तिसरी वॅक्सिन कुठली जी आपण आपल्याकडे यूज करतो? तुम्ही कोविशिल्ड आणि कोवॅक्सिनचा उल्लेख केला आहे. तिसरी एक वॅक्सिन आहे ती कुठली आपण यूज करतो?
फायझर.
फायझर वॅक्सिनचं नाव आहे का कंपनीचं नाव आहे? कंपनीचं आहे ना?
Don't know, sir.
चला सर, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सर विचारतील.
Okay, what is the new variant which has affected the world?
Omicron.
Omicron. Do you know why is this new variant called as Omicron?
What, sir?
Why this new variant is called as Omicron? Name of this variant? How it is been named as Omicron?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, you can leave the meeting. Next.
Okay, thank you, ST12. All participants, I request you at a time of presentation, don't tell your name. Next, ST14. Please share your poster.
Yes, sir. कोड वालों का यार ते नहीं उठू
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to present some information on the importance of vaccination program in COVID-19. Before knowing importance, let us know what is vaccination. Vaccination is a mild form of a disease that is put into a person or an animal blood using a needle in order to protect the body against the disease. Now, let us know how do the COVID-19 vaccine works. The COVID-19 vaccine tells your cells how to make a viral spike protein, which means the spikes are like a crown-like spikes on their surface. The spike proteins are the ideal target for vaccines. Your body makes antibodies against the spike proteins. The antibodies which that are made from a viral vector vaccine used a harmless version of a different virus called as a virus, which is used to deliver information to the body that helps to protect you. The last is your body remembers what the spike proteins look like, and it is ready to deploy the antibodies to kill the virus, which means the vaccine teaches your body how to make copies of the spike proteins. If you are exposed to the real virus later, your body will recognize it and know how to light it off. Now let us know some importance of vaccination program. It is safe and effective. It helps to build level immunity and protection. It prevents from being affected by COVID-19. It helps to stop pandemic so that we can live our life as a normal without any fear. It induces natural immunity so that even if we get mild COVID-19, so our body can fight itself without any medication. It is safe for all people, including old people, pregnant women, children, people with disabilities or with allergies, etc. It decreases severe illness. Also, it reduces morbidity and mortality. Morbidity is a condition of suffering from a disease or medicine context. Vaccination even helps to build immunity in unborn or newborn people. It reduces global economies to solve, changing the way we work, interaction with our loved ones, and stretching healthcare systems to limit. Here are listed some vaccines in the world: Covaxin, Covishield, Pfizer or Biotech, Oxford, AstraZeneca, Moderna, Gamaleya, which is Sputnik V, Sinovac, Sinopharm, Novavax, Johnson and Johnson. Their doses are also mentioned here. There are different types of vaccine from which they work. Thank you. Sir?
Sir, any question? Patil sir.
Yes, same question I want to repeat. How do you know that new variant is named as Omicron? What is the reason? New variant is known as Omicron, no?
Sir, please repeat the question.
What is the name of new variant?
Omicron.
Omicron. How it is named? How is the name given? What are the new variants which were last year in the last second phase?
Sorry, sir. What you said?
Yes, in the second phase, what was the name of the variants which has affected the world?
Delta variant.
Delta variant.
Now, you know that this variant is known as. Now, what is the name of this new variant? Omicron.
Omicron.
Who names it? Who has given the name to it?
WHO.
WHO. Okay. On what basis? On what basis?
Because it mutated very rapidly. Why this is known as Omicron variant.
What is the base for the nomenclature? Name is given as Omicron. So have you any idea about the nomenclature, how it is given to different variants?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, you can leave this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next one. ST15. ST14,
Yes,
you
sir.
can leave.
Yes,
You
sir.
can
Yes.
stop sharing.
ST15.
ST15, share your screen.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay, okay.
Sir, slide is visible. Hello.
Okay, zoom in.
Sir, my poster is visible.
Yes,
Yes,
visible.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, visible. Continue.
My postal code is ST15. The role of pharmacist. A very warm good afternoon to all of you. First, I define what is the pharmacist. Pharmacist is a qualified person having a qualification of degree or diploma in pharmacy, registered pharmacist in state pharmacy council, having a license and knowledge to sell, distribution, and formulate manufacturing and dispensing medicine, and provide clinical services and information on drug to health professional, patient, and general public. Now, second is pandemic. What is pandemic? Pandemic is nothing but the rapid spread of transmission, infection, communicable diseases over several continents or worldwide. Now current situation is COVID-19. Introduction. Pharmacists pharmacists are one of the most trusted professions worldwide alongside firefighters, nurses, teachers, and doctors. During the current pandemic, when the healthcare system is collapsed and the unpredictable number of coronavirus diseases, COVID-19 cases, pharmacists can play a vital role in the disease prevention, manage, and the uh, containment. The coronavirus pandemic has been a huge challenge, but it has revolutionized pharmacy education and practice in some positive way. The main role of pharmacists in a hospital is to provide the right medicine to right patient and right time, right dose, uh, right dose without delay to the patient, to provide safety and effective dose form to patient which is best suitable for for him. And in hospital, pharmacies are responsible for monitoring the supply of all medicine. But in pandemic, pharmacists not only work to purchasing medicine, manufacturing, dispensing, and the quality testing of the medication, but also fight with the pharmacy supplies interruption, medication adherence, pediatric care, and also vaccination administration, geriatric care, home medication review, improving medication adherence, telepharmacy, online counseling, and many more. The second is objective. There are 6 main areas where pharmacists can play a vital role during the COVID-19. The first one is the availability of right medication to right patient at the right time. In order to ensure appropriate supply of medicine, especially in a small town where the local pharmacist may have closed community, pharmacists can arrange a home delivery or an electronic prescription refill system. Home delivery services will prove to very helpful for people in a quarantine, as well as for those with weak immunity, elders. Pharmacists can be authorized by a governing body to use their judgment to refill the prescription for at least 30 days to avoid unnecessary patient visits. Similar practice has been also adopted in the USA. In order to avoid pharmacy visit, early refill for maintaining medicine would also be beneficial for the patient with chronic illness. Moreover, pharmacists should also ensure that medicine are being sold for purpose of use rather than for stocking. Now, second point in objective, education of clinicians by providing new guidelines and the protocol, like the coronavirus anti-parasite drug ivermectin should be effective against the coronavirus, and the daily means in early phase of COVID-19, like azithromycin and the chloroquine have the effective against the coronavirus. As per WHO, 50% patient cure. After that, the viral medicine, antiviral drug like Fabifilu, then oral dosage like 2-deoxy-D-glucose also there. After that, the vaccine remdesivir in hospitalized condition.
Your time is over. Please stop the
Yes.
sharing.
Yes.
Sir, having any question?
Yes, what will be the role of community pharmacist?
Yes, sir.
What will be the role of community pharmacist in COVID-19?
Community pharmacies, sir, to using sir, means to provide the medication, right time, right dose, or providing COVID-19 testing guidelines, and also the vaccination program, and give the knowledge regarding the new guidelines or protocols regarding the COVID-19 protocol.
Sir, any question?
No.
Patel,
Next.
sir, any question?
Next candidate.
Next.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ST15. Next, XT17.
Yes, ma'am.
Please share your poster. ST15. Please stop sharing.
Yes.
ST17. Please share.
Yes, ma'am.
Share your poster. ST17.
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute.
Hello.
Start your presentation. 17.
बोल ना बोल सर I'm 60. Can I tell because I renamed my name. असं बोल.
Hello.
Hello.
Ha, sir. I am ST16.
Yes.
I share my poster presentation.
Okay. share your presentation.
Can you allow me to share?
Can you allow me to share?
Yes, yes. You can share.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, is it visible?
Hello.
Yes.
Continue,
sir.
continue.
Yes, you can continue.
Good afternoon, all of you. Myself, Nikita Girnare. I am B Pharmacy first year student from Ali Alana College of Pharmacy. Today's my topic is green chemistry. What is meant by chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science. It deals with study of atom molecules.
Continue, madam.
की वजह से इंडस्ट्री का भी डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है और इंडस्ट्री में से जो पोल्यूशन हो रहा है वो हमारे इन्वायरमेंट के लिए बहुत हार्मफुल है, इसीलिए हमें ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री की हेल्प लेनी पड़ेगी. ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री इज आल्सो नोन एज इन्वायरमेंटल केमिस्ट्री. अकॉर्डिंग टू द इन्वायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन एजेंसी, green chemistry is also known as a chemistry that design a product and process are harmless to the environment. मतलब हमें ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स बनाने हैं, ऐसी प्रोसेस को अप्लाई करना है जो कि हमारे इन्वायरमेंट के लिए हार्मफुल ना हो, उससे हमारा इन्वायरमेंट पोल्यूटेड ना हो. सर, ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री ये केमिस्ट्री का ऐसा ब्रांच है जिसमें हम न्यू टेक्निक को ला सकते हैं, न्यू केमिकल्स को ला सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमारा इन्वायरमेंट में पोल्यूशन नहीं होगा. हम इंडस्ट्री के रिवॉल्वेंट से बच सकते हैं, हम एनर्जी क्राइसिस से बच सकते हैं. हम देख सकते हैं कि आजकल पॉपुलेशन बहुत बढ़ रहा है, वैसे ही लोगों की आवश्यकताएं भी बढ़ रही है. तो हमें ऐसी मेथड को अप्लाई करना है जो कि हमारे डेली रूट की नीड को तो अकम्प्लिश करे और हमारे फ्यूचर जनरेशन की नीड्स को भी अकम्प्लिश करे. फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए वो चीज बची रहे, मतलब हमें ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री की हेल्प लेनी पड़ेगी. द थ्योरी ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री इज प्रपोज्ड बाय पॉल टी एनास्टस साइंटिस्ट. आजकल हम देख सकते हैं कि नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज बहुत कम हो रहे हैं, एनर्जी का क्राइस बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है. अगर एक सिलेंडर हम लेने जाए तो एक सिलेंडर 1100 रुपए का मिलता है और पेट्रोल के दाम देखें तो पेट्रोल 160 रुपए प्रति लीटर हो गया है. मतलब हमारे पास एनर्जी ही नहीं है, हमारे पास नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज ही नहीं है. अगर हमें नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज को मेंटेन रखना है तो हमें ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री की हेल्प लेनी पड़ेगी. फॉर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री, फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल पोल्यूशन प्रिवेंशन. It is to prevent waste and to treat and clean up waste after it has been created. Prevention is better than cure. मतलब हमें ऐसे सब्सटेंस बनाने ही नहीं है कि जो हजार्टस हो, मतलब हमें ऐसे केमिकल का यूज करना है जिसमें से हजार्टस सब्सटेंस ना निकले. अगर हजार्टस सब्सटेंस बनेंगे ही नहीं तो यहाँ पे हमारे टेक्नोलॉजी का वेस्ट नहीं होगा. जीरो वेस्ट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी मतलब पोल्यूशन प्रिवेंशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अपन थर्मल पावर प्लांट का ले सकते हैं. थर्मल पावर प्लांट जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करता है, थर्मल पावर प्लांट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट होने के बाद उनमें से वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट निकलता है ग्रे कलर की ऐश, जो कि हमारे कुछ काम में नहीं आती. अगर ये ग्रे कलर की ऐश से हम ब्रिक्स बना ले, ईंटें बना ले, जो कि हमारे मकान बनाने के काम में आएगी, तो यहाँ पे जीरो वेस्ट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी होगी, मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी का वेस्ट नहीं होगा. सेकंड प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री, एटम इकोनॉमी, इज आल्सो नोन एज सेव ऑफ एटम. It should be designed to maximize the incorporation of all materials used in process into the final product. हमें यहाँ पे एटम का सेव करना है. मैं यहाँ पे दो प्रोसेस लूंगी. एक प्रोसेस में मेरा रिएक्टेंट है, उसमें मैं 10 एटम ले रही हूँ और मुझे प्रोडक्ट में मिल रहे हैं 1 से 2 एटम. मतलब मेरे एटम का यहाँ पे सेव नहीं हो रहा है, एटम मेरे कम हो रहे हैं, तो मैं ये प्रोसेस को अप्लाई नहीं करूंगी. और मैं सेकंड प्रोसेस में ले रही हूँ 20 एटम रिएक्टेंट में और मुझे प्रोडक्ट में मिल रहे हैं 18 से 19 एटम. मतलब यहाँ पे मेरे एटम सेव हो रहे हैं, मेरे एटम बच रहे. मतलब हमें ऐसे रिएक्टेंट लेना है और ऐसे प्रोडक्ट पाना है कि जिससे हमें पूरा का पूरा प्रोडक्ट मिले, मतलब यहाँ पे हमारे एटम का लॉस ना हो. और तीसरा प्रिंसिपल है ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री का, लेस हजार्डस केमिकल सिंथेसिस. द सिंथेटिक मेथड शुड डिजाइन टू यूज एंड जनरेट सब्सटेंस दैट प्रोसेस लिटल और नो टॉक्सिसिटी टू ह्यूमन हेल्थ एंड द इन्वायरमेंट. मतलब लेस हजार्डस, हमें ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाने हैं कि जो लेस हजार्डस हो, मतलब हमारा कैटलिस्ट भी सेफ हो और जो हमें प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है वो भी सेफ हो. फॉर मैं यहाँ पे एग्जांपल लूंगी इंसेक्टिसाइड का. ADT इंसेक्टिसाइड है, DDT, और गामा आइसोना ये भी इंसेक्टिसाइड है. DDT से हमारे इंसेक्ट तो खत्म हो जाएंगे, लेकिन इसका हार्मफुल अगर हम गामा आइसोना की बात करते हैं तो गामा आइसोना से हमारे इंसेक्ट भी खत्म हो जाएंगे और इसका कोई भी हार्मफुल इफेक्ट नहीं होगा हमारे ह्यूमन हेल्थ पे, इसलिए हम गामा आइसोना का ही यूज करेंगे। हमारा चौथा प्रिंसिपल है ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री का, डिजाइनिंग सेफर केमिकल्स। केमिकल्स प्रोडक्ट शुड बी डिजाइनिंग टू अफेक्ट देयर डिजायर्ड फंक्शन व्हाइल मैक्सिमाइज टॉक्सिसिटी। मतलब ऐसे सब्सटेंस बनाने ही नहीं है कि जो टॉक्सिक हो। मतलब यहाँ पे मैं दो प्रोसेस लूंगी। पहली प्रोसेस में मेरा जो रिएक्टेंट है, रॉ मटेरियल है, वो टॉक्सिक है और जो मुझे प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है वो भी टॉक्सिक है। और सेकंड प्रोसेस में मुझे मेरा जो रॉ मटेरियल है वो नॉन टॉक्सिक है और मुझे प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है वो भी नॉन टॉक्सिक है। मतलब हमें ऐसी प्रोसेस को अप्लाई करना है कि जिससे टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंस बने ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंस बनेंगे तो वो हमारे ह्यूमन हेल्थ के लिए बहुत हानिकारक होंगे। इसका मैं एग्जांपल ले रही हूँ, ये एडिपिक एसिड। अगर एडिपिक एसिड हमें ग्लूकोज से भी मिलता है और एडिपिक एसिड हमें बेंजीन से भी मिलता है। अगर बेंजीन की बात करें तो बेंजीन ये कार्कियोजेनेसिस होता है, मतलब कैंसर कॉजिंग होता है। अगर बेंजीन से हमें एडिपिक एसिड मिलता है लेकिन ये कार्कियोजेनिक होने की वजह से ये हमारे ह्यूमन हेल्थ के लिए यूजफुल नहीं है। और ग्लूकोज की बात करें तो ग्लूकोज का कोई भी हार्मफुल इफेक्ट नहीं है, इसलिए हम ग्लूकोज से ही एडिपिक एसिड बनाएंगे। हमारा पांचवा ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री का प्रिंसिपल है सेफर सॉल्वेंट एंड ऑक्सिलरी। द यूज ऑफ ऑक्सिलरी सब्सटेंस शुड बी मेड अननेसेसरी व्हेनेवर पॉसिबल। मतलब हमें ऐसे सब्सटेंस बनाने हैं कि जो ऑक्सिलरी हो। इसमें अगर मैं सॉल्वेंट ले रही हूँ कि वो सॉल्वेंट मतलब हजार्डस है, वो अगर ये सॉल्वेंट हमारी बॉडी में जाएंगे, इसके वेपर हमारी बॉडी में जाएंगे तो ये हमारे ह्यूमन हेल्थ के लिए भी बहुत हानिकारक है। इसीलिए मैं यहाँ पे मतलब ऐसे सॉल्वेंट यूज ही नहीं करूंगी कि जिसका प्रोडक्ट हमें बहुत हानिकारक मिले, हैजार्डस मिले। बेनिफिट्स ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री, बेनिफिट्स ऑफ हेल्थ, क्लीनर एयर, लेस रिलीज ऑफ हैजार्डस केमिकल्स टू एयर लीडिंग टू लेस डैमेज टू लंग्स। मतलब हैजार्डस सब्सटेंस बनाना ही नहीं है, उससे एनवायरनमेंट में पोल्यूशन भी नहीं होगा और हम जो एयर ले रहे हैं, ऑक्सीजन ले रहे हैं, इससे हमारा लंग्स डैमेज भी नहीं होगा। क्लीनर वाटर, लेस रिलीज ऑफ हैजार्डस केमिकल्स, वेस्ट टू वाटर लीडिंग टू क्लीनर ड्रिंकिंग। मतलब हमारा जो वाटर क्लीन रहेगा, हमारा वाटर अगर क्लीन रहेगा तो वो हम ड्रिंकिंग कर सकते। उसमें ऐसे सब्सटेंस हो गए जो हमारे लिए हार्मफुल है, तो ऐसे वाटर को हम ले नहीं सकते। यूज ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री, ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री के 5 यूजेस है। कंप्यूटर चिप रेडी सोलर सेल, building with green technology, eco-friendly paint.
ST16, your time is over.
Any questions, sir?
Madam, any example of organic solvent, natural organic solvent?
Natural organic solvent. Natural organic solvent में ऑर्गेनिक मतलब मीथेन गैस वगैरह सर, ये भी नेचुरली है।
Solvent.
क्लोरोफॉर्म आएगा।
Sir, any question?
One question: who is the father of green chemistry?
Father of
Green chemistry.
Father of chemistry.
Green chemistry. Green.
Paul T. Anastas.
Okay. What is the first principle of green chemistry?
Principle pollution prevention.
Pollution prevention. Okay. What are the methods in a laboratory? Suppose if you are performing an experiment, what will you adopt to prevent this?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
In a laboratory, suppose if you are performing an experiment, and if you are asked to use some green chemicals or green methods, what type of methods will you employ? By using different type of solvents, which type of chemicals?
Chloroform.
Chloroform? How chlorine? If chlorine is exposed, we know that it is hazardous. It is not.
Chlorine is hazardous. Yes, sir.
Okay. Next candidate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ST16. Next, ST17. ST16, remove your presentation.
This was ST16 or 17? Previous one?
16.
16, no? Okay.
All participant, I request you, don't tell your name and college name at a time of presentation. ST17, please present your poster.
Yes, ma'am.
Share your screen. ST17.
Sir, it takes some time. Please wait. So 1 minute, it's loading.
Just do it quickly.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's visible.
Yes, proceed.
Hello, everyone. I will like first of all thank to the organizer of this meeting for inviting me here. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. My topic for the presentation is role of pharmacist in pandemic. As we know, the pandemic means any disease that spread all over the world. The main work of pharmacist is dispensing of medicines, quality testing, formulation, and reformulating dosage form. Pharmacists face many problems and challenges in many ways in COVID-19. Pharmacist will never regret its work and always stand to serve the good. Since the start of new coronavirus outbreak in December 2019, pharmacists worldwide are playing the key role adopting involving strategies to minimize the adverse impact of the pandemic. The level of pharmaceutics care provided by pharmacies need to be the further strength. In medical teams generally have higher professional expectations for pharmacists, including expectations pharmacy to become drug therapy experts. The experts pharmacists to fully participate in clinical decision making, especially playing a central role in managing drug interaction, contraception, and clinical drug uses. Pharmacists may also play a major role in disease prevention, infection control, dispensing of medicaments, drug supply, and causing treatment of pneumonia. Pharmacists play important job in 4 major factors in pandemic. First one is role of community pharmacists. Second is role of hospital pharmacists. Third is role of drug regulatory pharmacist. And fourth one is role industrial pharmacist. The main role of community pharmacist is to make aware in community, give guidelines of COVID-19, wear mask, hand sanitization, maintain distance, and disease management. Next, the role of hospital pharmacy is inventory management, drug utilization, evaluation, active member of clinical trial team. And next, the role of drug regulatory pharmacist is to adequate drug supply, occasional test, and maintain the pandemic. And the role of industrial pharmacist is, as we all know, that one of the medicament like remdesivir has lack in COVID-19, and it's need a huge amount for the treatment of COVID-19 patients, because its effect is too fast and too quick to maintain the pandemic situation. Pharmacies as compounding centers, compounding activities, manipulation of material medicaments. Pharmacists as pharmaceutical centers and clinical pharmacists are to shift from corresponding to the prescribing activities and introducing of pre-manufactured priority medicines, gradual increase in non-prescribing activities. Next, integrated medicaments, pharmaceutical networks, intersector collaboration, involvement in the evaluation of the total cost of care, involvement in the performance measurement and assessment. I sincerely appreciate your attention today, and that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your attention, and if you have any question, I will be happy to answer them.
Yes, have you are you a student of B Pharmacy or Science?
I'm a pharmacy student, B Pharmacy
Which year?
student,
Which
second
year?
year.
ओके. हँड सॅनिटायझर जे यूज करतो आपण त्याची काही आयडिया की ते कसं बनवतात, कशापासून बनवतात?
सर उसमें जो कंटेंट होता है तो 80% अल्कोहल कंटेंट होता है, जिससे जो अपने हाथ के ऊपर जो भी जम्स होते हैं, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं जो कि अपने अंदर जाते हैं बॉडी में, अगर समझो अपने छींक वगैरह आई तो उससे कुछ पास आउट होते हैं, तो उसको किल करते हैं सर.
Okay. Second thing, that is the social distancing. How means we have means all the authorities are telling that we should have the minimum distance of 6 feet. Why it is minimum of 6 feet?
Sir, because if suppose a person is sneezing, so the particles of that infected person can go up to the 6 miles. So it is necessary to maintain the distance from prevention. As we know that the COVID mostly get transferred from sneezing, as it is a communicable disease, sir. It can transfer from one person to the another. That's why the distance is necessary to maintain.
Okay, sir. Next question, sir.
Okay, next candidate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ST17. Next, ST18. ST18. Okay, ST19.
Yes, sir.
Share your presentation.
Yes, sir.
ST19.
Sir, is my screen is visible?
Yes, proceed.
Good afternoon, all of you. Today my topic is green chemistry. So first of all, we discuss about what is the green chemistry. It is the set of the principle reducing or the eliminating the use of hazardous substances in the design of manufacturer and application of the chemical products. So why it is important? So the chemical development brings a new environmental problems and the harmful unexpected side effects, resulting in the need for the green chemicals. So most common example in the day-to-day life of the green chemistry is dry cleaning of the clothes. So the tetrachloroethane was used in the used as a solvent in the dry cleaning. So, but this compound contaminate the groundwater and are suspected to the carcinogens. The process using this compound is now being replaced by a process where liquefied carbon dioxide with the detergent is used. The replacement with a halogenated solvent by the liquid carbon dioxide will result in less harmful around to the groundwater. So there are certain principles of the green chemistry. So first principle is the preventions. So it is better to prevent a waste than to treat or clean up waste after it has been created. Second principle is atom economy. It is a synthetic method. It is used to design to minimize the incorporation of all materials used in the process into the final product. Third principle is less hazardous chemical synthesis. It is also the chemical method used to be designed to use and generate substance that possesses a little or the toxic to the human health and the environment.
Fourth principle is designing safer chemicals. So in this, we have to design a chemicals that is non-toxic in the nature, or it should be reducing in the toxicity. Fifth one is safer solvent and the auxiliaries. Use of the auxiliary substances like solvents, separation agents should be made up unnecessary, possible, and innocuous when it is used. Then sixth one is design for energy efficiency. Energy requirements should be recognized for their environmental and the economic impact and should be minimized. It is also the synthetic method which should be conducted at ambient temperature and the pressure. Seventh is use of the renewable feedstocks. So the raw material or the feedstock should be renewable rather than the deploying technically and the economical practicable. Eighth one is the reduced derivatives. That is, the unnecessary derivation should be minimized or avoided if possible, because such step requires additional reagents and can generate the waste. Ninth one is catalysis. So the catalytic reagent are superior to the stoichiometric reagent, which means it is the relative number of the atoms and the molecules which are placed in the chemical reactions. 10th one is the design for the degradation. Chemical products be designed so that at the end of their functions they break down into the innocuous degradation product and do not persist in the environment. 11th is the real-time analysis for the pollution prevention. It is the analytical methodology need to be further developed to allow for real-time in-process monitoring and control prior to the formation of the hazardous substances. And 12th one, last, is the inherently safer chemistry for the accident prevention. So the substances and the forms of the substances used in a chemical process should be chosen to minimize the potential for the chemical accident and including the release, explosions and the fires. So the sustainability, what the role of the sustainability in the green chemistry? So the green chemistry accumulates the principle of the sustainability because it is need of the clean and the hazardous free environment. So why this technology we used in the green chemistry? Green chemistry looks very careful on the reactions, efficiency, use of the less toxic solvents, minimizing the hazardous of the feedstock and the product, and the reduction of the waste. Thank you.
Having any questions, sir?
Okay, what is the green solvent which is used for bleaching paper? Do you know?
Bleaching paper. Methanol, sir.
For bleaching clothes?
Bleaching clothes, that is tetrachloroethane, sir.
That was used previously, madam. Now what?
Because it is not a green solvent.
Sorry, sir.
Your paper मध्येच मेन्शन केलं ना मॅडम तुम्ही.
Tetrachloroethane I have spoken, no, sir.
Yes, you have spoken it, no?
And carbon dioxide, sir.
Which carbon dioxide? Gaseous or liquid?
Liquid.
Okay. Okay.
Next.
Okay, thank you, ST19. Next, ST20. Share your poster. ST20.
Yes, sir.
It is visible, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hello. Very warm good afternoon to everyone. Myself, ST20. Here I am discussing you about green chemistry. The green chemistry logo itself says preventing pollution and sustaining the earth. What is meant by sustaining? Sustaining is the reducing the negative impacts of chemical products and processes on human health and environment. The aim of it is making chemistry more energy efficient at reducing waste disposal. Now, what is green chemistry? Green chemistry is the utilization of the set or particle that reduce or eliminates the use of generation of hazardous substances in design, manufacturing, application of chemical product. The term green chemistry was coined by Paul D. Anastas in 1991. The green chemistry is about reducing cost, materials, energy, non-renewable products, waste, risks, and hazardous. Now, green chemistry involves catalysis. Catalysis is nothing but the we can speed up the reaction by using catalytic material. Second is solvent replacement. Here, in my example, we can see that in conventional procedure, here using a solvent is acetic acid, and in alternative green procedure we are using acetic anhydride. Third is use of renewable feedstock. Renewable feedstocks are plant use of material which are made up of plant bases or are very rich end of half-life. They can be recycled. Next is waste minimization. We can minimize the pollution by minimizing the waste. Second is next is process intensification. Next is energy efficiency, separation process, safer reaction and reagents. The 12th principle of green chemistry, prevention, atom economy, less hazardous chemical synthesis, designing safer chemicals, safer solvent and auxiliaries, design for chemistry efficiency, use of renewable feedstock, reduce derivatives, catalysis, design for degradation, real-time analysis for pollution prevention, inherently safer chemistry for accident prevention. The principles are nearly described by my previous candidate, so here I am escaping this. The sustainability and the green chemistry. The green chemistry poses the questions: why are we using the anhydrous substance at all? Can we use the non-hazardous alternative? Why are we producing waste? Why are we throwing things away that we can use elsewhere? Can we carry out the process using less energy? Thank you.
Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, you can ask question now.
Suppose if a chemical process is with E factor of 1, what does it indicate?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat?
What does it indicate? E factor is 1. Do you know E factor?
Sorry, sir, no.
No. Okay, next candidate.
Next, ST21. ST21.
Yes, sir.
Okay, share your screen.
Can I audible, sir?
Yes, proceed.
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our topic is green chemistry. Then what is meant by green chemistry? Green chemistry is the design of chemical products and processes that reduce or eliminate the use of generation of hazardous substance. We also call green chemistry as sustainability framework. Green chemistry relies upon life cycle thinking to bring their concepts to fruition. It serves to achieve the ultimate goal of a sustainable economic and society. Here are some key principles of green chemistry as formulated by P.T. Anastons and J.C. Warner in Green Chemistry, Theory and Practice in 1998. First one is prevention. It is better to prevent waste formation than to treat it after it is formed. Then second was one atom economy. Design synthetic method to maximize incorporation of all material use into final product. Then third one is less hazard. Synthetic method should where practicable use or generate materials of low human toxicity and environmental impact. Fourth one is safer chemical. Chemical product design should preserve efficacy, reducing toxicity. Then safer solvent. Avoid auxiliary material solvent extractants if possible or otherwise make them innocuous. Energy efficiency. Energy requirement should be minimized. Conduct synthesis at ambient temperature and pressure. Next one is renewable feedstock. Raw material should, where practicable, be renewable. Then next one is reduce derivatives. Unnecessary derivatization should be avoided where possible. Next one is smart catalysis. Selectively catalysis process are superior to stoichiometric processes. Then next one is degradable design. Chemical products should be designed to be degradable to innocuous product when disposed of and not be environmentally persistent. Then next one is real-time analysis for pollution prevention. Monitor process in real time to avoid excursion leading to the formation of hazardous material. Then next one, hazard and accident prevention. Material used in chemical process should be chosen to minimize hazard and risks for chemical accidents such as releases, explosion and fires. Thank you, sir.
Madam, natural polymers that can be used in pharma industry as a support for green chemistry.
What, sir?
Natural polymers that can be used in pharma industry. आपण टॅबलेट तुम्ही फार्मसीचे आहेत का सायन्सचे आहेत? हेलो
सर, सेलुलोज और डीएनए.
सेल्युलोज और
सेलुलोज एंड डीएनए.
डीएनए कसं काय येईल मॅडम? व्हॉट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ डीएनए?
डीऑक्सी न्यूक्लिक एसिड.
सर काही क्वेश्चन? Sir, any question?
No, sir. No, sir. Carry on.
Carry on. Next.
Okay. Thank you, ST21. Next, ST22.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen.
Good afternoon. My topic is role of pharmacist in COVID-19. This poster is provide role of pharmacist in COVID-19 as lockdown being observed all over the globe, and the national level pharmacy professionals are
editorial highlights the role of pharmacists in the COVID-19 pandemic. Pharmacies globally are providing services amidst pandemic, including triage services, seeing patients and reducing the patient burden on healthcare facilities such as hospitals and GP practices. Pharmacists are also working to provide home deliveries as well as dealing with the increasing number of patients coming throughout the through to pharmacists. With the other elements, pharmacy association have issued their guidelines and in this editorial service global examples of pharmacists' role in the COVID-19 are being discussed. All the pharmacies are doing their work by keeping in view their laws and regulations. First, we see the pharmacists as frontline responders for COVID-19 patients' care. Pharmacists are currently among those health potentials healthcare professionals on the front line providing essential healthcare services during this time.
Madam, poster is invisible.
Yes, sir.
ST21. Sorry,
22,
ST22.
22.
Your poster is not visible. Okay, now visible.
Now, sir.
Yes, yes. Madam, you have written
Pharmacists
that.
are most accessible healthcare providers
You have written.
and the first touch point of patients.
Pharmacist also works
Yes,
on
sir.
providing home deliveries of medicine. You have written that role of pharmacist in COVID-19. Okay. Hello, are you getting the voice?
Yes, yes, sir.
You have written that pharmacists are providing home deliveries of medicine. Okay. So are you in support of online marketing of medicines?
No, sir.
तुमचं ओपिनियन विचारतोय मॅडम, तुम्ही त्याच्या फेवर मध्ये आहात का नाही असं?
No, sir.
बरं, चालेल. सर काही क्वेश्चन?
No, sir. Carry on.
Carry on. Next.
Okay, thank you, ST22. Remove your screen. Next, ST23.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen.
Shall I start, sir?
Yes.
Yes, continue, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is green chemistry. So whenever we think about the word green, the first thing that comes into our mind is our beautiful environment, which is full of natural beauty. But nowadays, as science and technology have progressed, the level of pollution is on rise. So scientists have thus discovered a new field in chemistry, which is known as green chemistry. Green chemistry is a branch of chemistry used for designing the chemical process which reduce the use of generation of hazardous substances. It is also known as sustainable chemistry. Green chemistry is about waste, material, hazard, risk, energy, and cost. Here, now I will discuss some principles of green chemistry. First one is prevent waste. It is better to prevent waste than to treat or clean up waste after it is formed, because we can prevent waste by making less pollution, by driving smaller, by recycle paper or composting leaves. Second one is atom economy. It simply means whatever the product we are forming should be completely formed. That means each and every atom should be converted into final product and should not be wasted. Third is less hazardous synthesis. While designing in any chemical synthesis, the substances which are used should not have toxicity to human health and the environment. Fourth one, safer chemicals. We should design the new chemicals with great effectiveness and new approaches to minimize the toxicity and harm to the environment. Safer solvents and auxiliaries. The auxiliary substances, that is inorganic and organic solvents, which should be replaced by safer and eco-friendly clean solvents like supercritical CO2, fluid, and water. Energy efficiency. Energy requirements should be minimized, such as means we can use microwave and sonochemistry as energy efficiency. Renewable feedstocks. A raw material or feedstock should be renewable so that the final product will be also renewable. Next one is avoid derivatives. We should reduce the derivatives, means unnecessary derivatization should be minimized, because if we use, then it requires additional reagents and it can generate waste and it will take more time. It will increase the cost also. So we should try to use less derivative products. Catalysis. A stoichiometric reagent will generate 1 mole of product for every mole of reagent used, while a catalytic reagent carries out thousands of transformations before being exhausted. So we can use organic and biological catalyst for the catalysis of the reactions. Degradation. Chemical products should be designed so that at the end of the function, they break down into innocuous degradation products to persist in the environment. Real-time analysis for pollution prevention. We should analyze the process to prevent the threat, which will increase the profit and ensure safety to the environment. Accidental prevention. Substances and the form of a substance used in chemical process should be chosen to minimize the potential for chemical accidents, including releases, explosion, and fires. There are some aims of green chemistry: green process, green catalyst. Green catalyst means we can use organic biological catalyst, efficient process to get the efficient input, environment friendly products. Aim of environment friendly product is for reducing the pollution which they produce. Green and renewable resources. If we use green and renewable resources, there is increase in greenhouse emissions due to use of petroleum and other non-renewable resources. So we should use green and renewable resources. Green solvents. Solvents which are eco-friendly, we should use that. With the alternative to petrochemical solvents, we can use the ethanol and propanol, water, alcohol, etc. Green process. Okay, these are the aims of green chemistry. And now there are some benefits of green chemistry on human health. Cleaner air. If the air is clean, then there will be less release of hazardous chemicals in air, which will not lead to the damage of the lungs. Clean water. If water will be provided clean, then there will not release of hazardous chemical waste, which is into water, which will lead to cleaner drinking and recreational water. Safety for workers in the chemical factory. Safer food. Elimination of toxic chemicals can enter the food chain, so we should stop the use of, means this, that is the benefit for ourselves. So safer consumer products. To Thank you, sir.
Madam, green organic catalyst example. Sir, काही question?
Madam, can you give some examples of green solvents? 2-3 examples. Do you know?
Yes, sir. Ethanol, propanol, water, alcohol.
Which is the safest solvent out of these?
Sir, water and alcohol is safest solvent.
Have you worked any reaction using alcohol?
No, sir.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
No, next.
Okay. Thank you, ST23. ST24. Your screen. ST24. Okay. ST25.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My code is ST25 and I am going to present my poster on the topic of role of pharmacist in pandemic. Pharmacists generally or very often I say considered responsible for only supplying and dispensing of medicine. However, this COVID situation and current pandemic highlighted the importance of pharmacists, the role they play and the support they offer to the healthcare community. The pharmacy leadership response has been clearly evident during the pandemic. As everything around was going online, the pharmacy and the pharmacist, the expert of medicine, whom we do not need any appointment to see, were one of few that were kept open for public, who were not only supplying medicine but also taking all the necessary measures that need to be taken. And to understand that, we need to understand the role of each class of pharmacists. From the poster, we can see the first one are clinical pharmacists. They are involved in discovering and development of safe and effective medicine. They also conduct clinical trials of the discovered drug and evaluate the result along with reporting some ADRs, that are the adverse drug reaction or side effect if any found. Then comes the hospital pharmacist. The hospital pharmacists collaborate with physicians and nurses on the safest and the most effective course of medication. They also look after dispensing and distribution of medicine for the inpatient and outpatient of the hospital. Now, the most common one, or we can say the first point of contact to the public, the community pharmacist. They offer medical advice without cost to the patient who are unable to afford physician fees. And during the current situation, they also collect patient details if the symptoms are similar to COVID or not. They advise use of mask, sanitizer, social distancing to the public. And lastly, the industrial pharmacists, who are manufacturing, testing, and assuring quality drug has been administered by us, and also meeting the increased demand of certain drugs during the pandemic. And apart from all the above pharmacists are also involved in education and training of all the medicine aspirants thoroughly, counseling and awareness program regarding various medical issues for the society, regulatory bodies for enforcing acts and law for maintaining the rational use of medicine and preventing the misuse of pharmacy profession. Understanding all the above responsibilities of pharmacists in pandemic, it has been an extremely busy time for the profession as a whole and have shown great leadership trait of perseverance and diligence. They also fulfill their moral responsibilities from the government. Government also proposed various schemes, some in coordination with pharmacists and to support the pharmacist community. These include the first is PLI scheme for pharma industry.
industry. PLI refers to the production Atmanirbhar Bharat with the objective of enhancing India's manufacturing capabilities of the pharmaceuticals. The second scheme is Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Under this scheme, the Jan Aushadhi Kendra, that is, the medical shops have been set up to provide generic drugs at lesser prices, but equivalent in quality and efficacy as expensive as branded drugs. Although the pharmacists and other help very graciously, there are certain lessons we need to learn and leading our way forward. The first lesson we can learn is we have to expand the legal scope of pharmacy practices by recognizing the value of pharmaceutical services that have been proven to improve the health system. Second one is we need new care. That is, we need to go from hospital center care to patient center care. And last but not the least, we should not overlook the pharmacist community contribution. Instead, we should support them equally like the other healthcare professionals. Because doctor may give life with the medicine, but we pharmacists give life to the medicines. And for concluding my stand on role of pharmacist, I will just say the theme of the 5th September, pharmacy is always trusted for your health. Thank you.
मॅडम हॅलो, आवाज येतोय का?
Yes, sir.
हा, डिफाइनिंग न्यू मॉडेल ऑफ केअर डिलिव्हरी, दॅट इज हॉस्पिटल सेंटर केअर टू पेशंट सेंटर केअर. एक्सप्लेन कसं कराल, एक्झाम्पल त्याचं काही?
Yes, sir. Actually, before pandemic, we generally treat patient. Patient means the pandemic when the number of patients increased and it is not possible for everyone to admit in the hospital. Like suppose beds were insufficient, the oxygen cylinder were insufficient. We move towards the patient care. We move towards the patient care model. That is, we ensure that the patient should be treated, not only the patient who are in the hospital, but also the patient who are recovering at the home, or giving them treatment as close as possible to their residence or anything where they are, not just in the hospital.
Okay, sir, any question?
No, sir. Continue.
Continue. Next.
Okay, thank you, ST25. Next, ST26.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please share your screen.
Sir, visible?
Yes. Continue.
So my topic is role of pharmacy in pandemic. What is the role of pharmacy? Since the start of new coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak in December 2019, pharmacies worldwide are play a key role adopting innovative strategies to minimize the adverse impact of pandemic. What is the role of pharmacies in pandemic? Disease prevention and effective control, adequate storage and drug supply, patient care and support for the healthcare profession. To identify and describe core services provided by pharmacies during the COVID-19 pandemic. Pharmacies, the routine duties to preventive activities such as disease monitoring and surveillance, immunization, and diagnostic testing. Method, a literature search performed in Medline Imbes Scopus for studies published between December 1st, 2019 and May 20, 2020 without language restriction. Studies that reported services provided by the pharmacies during the COVID-19 pandemic were included. Two independent authors performed study selection and the data extraction with a consensus process.
झालं का रे?
झाला.
Hello. When was the first patient found in India of COVID-19? Hello.
Hello, sir.
ST26.
Sir, first patient in India in February 2022.
Okay. Sir, any question?
No, sir. No. Carry on.
Carry on next.
Okay, ST26. Thank you.
Okay.
Remove the sharing. Next, ST27.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait. 26. Remove your 27. Share your screen.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes. Continue.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all. Myself, ST27, and I'm here to present my poster, which is titled as Role of Pharmacist in the Pandemic. As the world is struggling through the COVID-19, and in this battle against COVID-19, pharmacists have been fundamental to keep the pandemic under control. The pharmacists are the medical care experts on the front line, giving fundamental medical services administrations during this time. The pharmacists play a more valuable role. Hospital pharmacist, industrial pharmacist. Now moving on to the first, we'll discuss the roles for clinical pharmacists. Clinical pharmacists play a role of pharmaceutical advisor for the treatment strategies and effective
ST27. Any problem?
and educating the public health authorities and the government, and also to report the ADRs in case any ADR is found then. Next one is community pharmacist. The community pharmacists ensure that continuous supply of essential medicines and collaborations with the nearby pharmacists to form a change for a response. It is involved in collecting the patient details if the symptoms similar to the COVID appears. It is also has a role in dispensing the medicinal products and providing advice for the rational drug use. The community pharmacists provide the advice to use the mask, sanitizer, and to perform the social distancing, and to provide the effective medicinal supply. Moving on to the hospital pharmacist, the hospital pharmacist has a role to ensure that the distribution of safe and effective medications is being performed and its drug shortage is being managed perfectly. The hospital pharmacists are the medication experts. It does the work of pharmacovigilance at the hospital level. It ensures the availability and timely supply of the medicines, and it also is responsible for taking the follow-ups of the responses which is being taken up by the medicines. The industrial pharmacist has a role in discovery of the drug trials and evaluations for discovery and development of the medicine and improving the access to the medicines. As in the pandemic, online supply is being offered of the medicines. So there are various problems which is for delivering the medicines. So industrial pharmacist has to buckle up and meet that order sufficiently. The role of pharmacist is health services, delivery of essential medicines, public health support, social helper, then clarifying the misconceptions which are being built up, then screening, follow-up care, and triaging services and health services. For concluding my presentation, I would say that the doctor might give life to the medicines, but a doctor might give life through the medicines, but a pharmacist give life to the medicines through his knowledge and skill. And it is very easy to get thousands of prescription, but it is very difficult to find a single remedy. So the pharmacist efforts must be appreciated and must be recognized. Thank you.
Sir, any question?
sir. No.
Next, continue. Next.
Okay, thank you, ST27.
Thank you, sir.
Remove your screen. Next, ST28. ST28. Okay, ST29.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen.
Sir, visible?
Yes, continue.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I am here to share my view about importance of vaccination program in COVID-19. Vaccines is a medicine that protects our body from any infection. Viruses help us fight serious illness. By applying it, the immunity of our body increases. With this, we are able to fight the disease. By applying the vaccines, it strengthens our immune system and makes antibodies in our body, which help our body to fight against external disease. Vaccines produce antibodies in our body. By applying it, the immunity of our body increases. Today, the world is troubled by the coronavirus. The scientists of the world are doing research on this. According to doctors, the vaccines that is available now should be applied by everyone. If we do get the corona infected, then we will not need to be admitted to the hospital. We can be fine at home. By applying it, our immunity develops. It helps to prevent disease. It builds antibodies in our body so that it protects our body from getting infected. Getting vaccinated against COVID-19 can lower your risk for getting and spreading the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines can also help prevent serious illness and death. So COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective people. The level of protection people get from having COVID-19, sometimes called natural immunity, may vary depending on how mild or severe their illness was, the time since their infection, and their age. When there is still not an antibody test available, then can reliably determine if a person is protected from further infection. When you are up to date on COVID-19 vaccination, you can resume many activities with proper precautions. Example, mask wearing in indoor public spaces. It is necessary to take 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. It is recommended that both doses of vaccine should be taken for realizing the full benefit of vaccination. Both doses must be of the same vaccine type, and both doses are very important. In COVID-19, you need to take vaccine. So if you are not vaccinated, get a vaccine. Thank you, sir.
Hello, madam, are you getting the voice?
Yes, sir.
Are you vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
Which tablets pharmacists have given you after you have taken the vaccine?
What, sir?
Which tablets pharmacists have given you after you have taken the vaccine?
Paracetamol.
आणि दुसरी काही पेन किलर दिली होती का?
No, sir.
Any painkiller? No.
No, sir.
And why? Why they have not given the painkiller? Hello, are you getting the voice?
सर त्रास नाही झाला म्हणून नाही.
विषय असा आहे त्यांनी तुम्हाला पॅरासिटामॉलच दिली, मग त्यांनी पेन किलर वगैरे दिली नाही, आणि का नाही देत बुवा पेन किलर?
त्रास नाही झाला सर म्हणून.
फार्मसीला आहेत ना तुम्ही का सायन्स आहे?
फार्मसीला.
बरं चालेल, जाऊ द्या. नेक्स्ट.
Thank you, ST29. Next, ST30.
Sir, any question?
Carry on.
Carry on. Thank you, sir. Next.
Next, ST34. ST34, share your screen. ST34. Okay, ST36. ST36. ST36.
ST35 is there, madam. ST35 तिथे 36 नाही दिसत आहे. 35.
Okay, ST35.
बसा नाही बसा शिवदास.
Yes, sir. Share your screen.
Yes, sir.
अरे यार
Sir, is it visible? Hello?
Yes, continue.
Good afternoon, sir. And today I am here to present my poster on green chemistry. So first of all, what is green chemistry? Green chemistry is a utilization of a set of principles that reduces or eliminates the use of generation of hazardous substances in the design, manufacturing, and application of chemical product. So green chemistry is all about the minimization of waste at source, use of catalyst in place of use of green catalyst in place of reagent, and using a non-toxic reagent, use of renewable sources, uses of solvent-free and recyclable environmentally benign system. Then why the green chemistry is necessary? So nowadays the chemical developments brings new environmental problems and harmful unexpected side effects, resulting in the need of greener chemical products. So it represents a major paradigm shift that focuses on environmental protection at the design stage of product and manufacturing processes. So generally green chemistry depends upon 12 principles, and the 12 principles of green chemistry are as follows. So first one is waste prevention. So it is better to prevent waste than to treat or clean up waste after it has been created. Means we can simply say that the prevention is better than cure. Then second one is atom economy. In atom economy, synthetic methods should be designed to maximize the incorporation of all materials used in the process of into final product. Then third one is less hazardous chemical synthesis. Wherever practicable, synthesis methods should be designed to use and generate substances that possesses little or no toxicity to people and environment also. Then fourth one is design safer chemicals. The chemical product should be designed to effect their desired function while minimizing their toxicity. Then next one is safer solvents and auxiliaries. The use of auxiliary substances such as solvents and separating agents should be made unnecessary wherever possible, and innocuous means they are not harmful when it is used. The next one is use of renewable feedstocks. A raw material or feedstock should be renewable rather than depleting whenever technically and economically practicable. Then next one is reduce derivatives. Unnecessary derivatization should be minimized if possible, because such steps require additional reagents and can generate a waste. Then next one is catalysis. Catalytic reagents are superior to stoichiometric reagents. Stoichiometric reagents are generally reagents that produce toxicity. So instead of that, we can use a natural green catalyst. The next one is designed for degradation. In that, chemical products should be designed so that at the end of their function, they break down into innocuous degradation product and do not persist in the environment. Then next one is real-time analysis for pollution prevention. So the analytical methodologies need to be further developed to allow for real-time in-process monitoring and control prior to the formation of hazardous substances. Then last principle is inherently safer chemistry for accident prevention. Substances and the form of substances used in a chemical process should be chosen to minimize the potential of chemical accidents, including releases, explosions, and fires. Then in our day-to-day life, we can use the green chemicals instead of harmful one. So one example is the dry cleaning of clothes. In that, we use tetrachloroethylene as a solvent for dry cleaning, but these compounds contaminate the groundwater and suspected, and it also produce carcinogenicity. So the process using this compound is now being replaced by a process where liquefied CO2 with suitable detergent is used. And the benefit of replacement with halogenated solvent by liquid CO2 will result in less harm to the groundwater. And lastly, this diagram represent recycle, reuse, and reduce. So this represent that we should recycle and reuse the materials to reduce the waste. It directly connected with the E factor. E factor is nothing but the measurement of the waste that produced per kg of product synthesized. So as we know, the ideal E factor is 0, and the higher E factor is generally less desirable. So if we want to improve the E factor, so some materials we should going to be recycled. So by recycling and reusing the waste, by recycling and reusing the materials, we can reduce or minimize the waste, and it should help to improve our E factor, and definitely it contribute to the green chemistry. Thank you, sir.
ST 35, I think, 35. Okay. One question. Which legislation gave birth to the Green Chemistry Initiative, which today we are talking about? Do you know the law or legislation? Which year? Which was the act? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Which was the act or law, and which year this legislation gave birth to the today's Green Chemistry Initiative?
No, sir.
No. You talked about E factor. Suppose if you have two reactions, one is E factor 1, one is E factor 25. Which will be less hazardous?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat, please?
Suppose if two reactions you are performing, one has E factor 1 and another has E factor 25.
Yes.
So which reaction will be more hazardous?
E25 will be more hazardous.
Hazardous. How do you predict
Sir,
this?
because ideal E factor is 0 and higher E factor will.
What is E factor? First of all, do you know E factor?
Yes, sir. It's simply the measurement of the waste that produced per kg of product synthesized.
Okay. Examiner sir, can you ask question?
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next number ST36. Please share your screen.
Sir, should I leave the meeting?
Hello.
Hello, 35, you remove your PPT.
.36, share your screen.
Hello. Hello.
Continue, madam.
माझा पोस्टर कोड आहे ST36. माझा विषय आहे why get a COVID vaccine व्हॅक्सिन मुळे आपल्या बॉडी मध्ये अँटीबॉडीज तयार होतात आणि व्हॅक्सिन मुळे आपल्या शरीरात इम्युनिटी पॉवर वाढते. कोविड व्हॅक्सिन कोविशिल्ड आणि कोव्हॅक्सिन अशा 2 व्हॅक्सिन COVID-19 या आजारावर काढण्यात आलेल्या आहेत. यापैकी कोव्हॅक्सिन पेक्षा कोविशिल्ड ह्या व्हॅक्सिनला जास्त पॉवरफुल म्हटले जाते, कारण कोव्हॅक्सिन पेक्षा कोविशिल्ड या व्हॅक्सिन मध्ये अँटीबॉडीज जास्त प्रमाणात तयार होतात असं रिसर्च करण्यात आलेला आहे. कोविडच्या काळात कोव्हॅक्सिन घेणं खूप गरजेचं झालं आहे. व्हॅक्सिन घेणाऱ्यांच्या संख्येत वाढ होत आहे, त्यामुळे व्हॅक्सिन न घेणाऱ्यांनाही त्याचा प्रत्यक्षपणे फायदा होतो आहे. कोव्हॅक्सिन घेणं खूप गरजेचं आहे, हा विश्वास आपण सगळ्यांच्या मनात निर्माण करून दिला पाहिजे.
36. Zoom in your poster. Okay, now continue.
कोव्हॅक्सिनचा प्रसार कमी होण्यासाठी आपण मास्कचा वापर केला पाहिजे, सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग पाळली पाहिजे, त्याबरोबर व्हॅक्सिन घेणं पण तेवढंच गरजेचं आहे. थँक्यू सर.
मॅडम, क्वेश्चन असा आहे, जो काही पिरियड ठरलेला आहे की कोव्हॅक्सिन 1 महिन्यानंतर घ्यायची आणि कोविशिल्डला 84 दिवस, हा कोणत्या बेसला ठरलेला आहे?
म्हणजे
सेकंड डोस, फर्स्ट डोस घेतल्यानंतर जो सेकंड डोसचा जो पिरियड आहे, तो दोघी व्हॅक्सिनचा व्हेरिएशन आहे, तर ते कोणत्या बेसवर व्हेरिएशन आहे?
मीन्स कोव्हॅक्सिन 1 मंथ नंतर घेतली जाते आणि कोविशिल्ड ही 3 महिन्यानंतर घेतली जाते. तर कोव्हॅक्सिन पेक्षा कोविशिल्ड ही मोस्ट पॉवरफुल आहे. तिच्यामध्ये अँटीबॉडीज तयार करण्याची कपॅसिटी आणि प्रमाण जास्त प्रमाणात आहे, थोडी मोस्ट पॉवरफुल आहे, त्यामुळे डिस्टन्स जास्त ठेवण्यात आले असं तरी मला वाटते.
तुम्हाला वाटतं का तुम्ही कुठे वाचलंय तसं मॅडम? म्हणजे त्याला संदर्भ आहे का, रेफरन्स आहे का काही?
मी दोघांमधला डिफरन्स पण वाचला आहे सर.
ओके ओके. सर, काही क्वेश्चन?
नो सर. नेक्स्ट
कॅन्डिडेट. मॅडम, लिहून.
Next one, 37, ST37.
Yes.
Okay, share your screen. ST37. Okay, ST38.
Yes, sir.
Okay, share your screen.
Yes, sir.
ST38, share your screen.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes. PDF files. Yes, sir.
Different role of pharmacists during COVID-19 pandemic, such as disease prevention and
Hello,
infection.
ST38, please zoom in your poster. Just zoom in. Okay, continue.
Different roles of pharmacists during COVID-19 pandemic, such as disease prevention and infection control, adequate storage and drug supply, patient care and support for healthcare professional pharmacists. Inventions were mostly conducted for healthcare professionals and patients. Topic. Role pharmacist in pandemic. Function of fourth, emergency services, and fifth, auxiliary services. Pharmacists participating in COVID-19 control. First, promoting community awareness of COVID. Second, monitoring COVID treatment prescribed by private physician. Third, providing patient support. Introduction, COVID-19 overview and preventing measures. Aim. As of now, the pandemic COVID-19 abruptly affects lungs infections and produces severe life-threatening complication. Realizing the severity of situation on the present article is prepared to analyze relation between ACE2 and nicotine. Results and discussion. Exciting evidence. Nicotine shows negative impact in RAS pathway. Nicotine interact with nicotine acetylcholine receptors, which is present in branchial epithelial cells, alveolar macrophage, pulmonary endothelium cells, and interstitial fibroblasts. Role of pharmacy professions. Isolation of COVID-19 in smokers, supplementary supports required in smokers with COVID-19. Spherical corona. Spherical positive sense signals stranded envelope RNA and covered with club-shaped glycoprotein on February. World Health Organization named the novel coronavirus COVID-19. So stands for corona VI for virus and D for disease, while 19 was for year. Clinical pharmacy assessment. Right drug, right dose, right result, right patient, right time. Mode of spreading. COVID-19 spread mainly by droplet produced as a result of coughing or sneezing of its infected person. First diagram. Spread of COVID-19. First, sneezing droplet infection, corona barrier. The fighters of our nation who are helping us in prevention treatment and are spreading awareness about COVID-19 among us. Awareness. First, social awareness. Second, mask wearing. Third, hand washing, using sanitizers. Prevention by cleaning air, dhoop, natural fresheners, and agarbattis. Second, by mental hygiene, yoga, meditation. Third, boosting immunity, Ayurvedic yoga, Ayurvedic Chyawanprash metals like Zn and copper. Role in prevention, pharmacist, data to government, awareness, online pharmacy, counseling, research, clinical survey, symptoms, cough, shortness of breath, fever. Thank you.
मॅडम, यू हॅव रिटन दॅट अगरबत्ती अँड धूप. ओके, तुमच्या पोस्टर मध्ये बघा अगरबत्ती आणि धूप लिहिलेलं आहे तुम्ही प्रिव्हेन्शनच्या याच्यामध्ये.
हो.
हा, मग कुठल्या अगरबत्ती आणि कुठलं धूप?
खूप साऱ्या अगरबत्ती राहतात जसे की
त्याच्याने
पतंजली.
कसं काय प्रिव्हेंट होईल मॅडम?
नाही, त्याच्याने म्हणजे ते हार्मफुल बॅक्टेरिया राहतात, मायक्रोब्स राहतात ना, ते किल होऊन जातात नॅचरल हर्ब्स मुळे.
म्हटलं का कोरोनाचा त्याच्याने व्हायरस किल होतो असं वाटलं मला.
नाही, आता
आणि
कोरोना एकच व्हायरस झाला तर इम्युनिटी कमजोर होते आणि दुसरे बी व्हायरस जर अटॅक केले तर अजून कम होऊन जाते इम्युनिटी. म्हणजे ती सिच्युएशन जास्त ऍडव्हर्स होऊन जाते ना, त्याच्यापेक्षा म्हणजे साईड वाल्यांना मारले तर ते कम इफेक्ट करेल असं.
व्हेरी गुड सर. काही क्वेश्चन?
कोविड-19 मध्ये अँटीबायोटिक वापरणं काही हेल्प करू शकतो का? यूज ऑफ अँटीबायोटिक.
सॉरी सर.
कोरोनाच्या ट्रीटमेंट मध्ये अँटीबायोटिक जर वापर झाला तर तो ट्रीटमेंट साठी यूज करू शकतो का आपण?
हो.
कॅन इट किल व्हायरस? व्हायरस किल करू शकतो का तो? आवाज येत नाही, आवाज जोरात बोलत.
मेडिसिन रेमडेसिवीर.
ओके. स्क्रीन शेअरिंग बंद करा.
हॅलो.
ओके ओके, स्क्रीन शेअरिंग बंद करा. नेक्स्ट.
नेक्स्ट कॅन्डिडेट ST39. 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 Share your screen. ST39. Hello. ST39. Share your presentation.
ST39. Start
ST39, start your presentation. ST39. ST39. अरे काहीतरी बोला. हॅलो.
ST39. शेअरिंग रिमूव्ह करा तुमचं. ST39. ST39. Remove your sharing.
ST39, remove your sharing. Next one, ST40.
39, remove your share. You have to be prepared within time.
Okay, ST40. ST40.
Hello.
Yes. ST40, please share your poster.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you can continue.
So it is visible my poster.
Yes, continue.
Good afternoon, all respected chief guest and respected sir and respected ma'am. My participant code is ST40 and today I am here to present role of pharmacist and pandemic. So firstly I introduce what is pharmacist and who is pharmacist. First, pharmacy derived from word pharmacon. Pharmacon means medicine or drug. Pharmacists are healthcare professionals with specialized education and training who performs to ensure optimal health outcomes for the patients to the quality of medicines. The pharmacists empower patients by helping them tackle of illness and boosting their confidence. They impart knowledge, they motivate them, care beyond prescriptions and medicines. Now, the role of pharmacist. First, law and rules means in that law and rules we have in COVID-19 there were some laws, means sanitize ourselves, using of mask is like that. Second one is primary and community health, means to give the guidelines to the society. Third, research and innovation, means to research the new vaccine and drug and antibiotics about the against the coronavirus and any pandemic. Fourth, education means to know illiterate peoples to get information about that. And fifth is medicines, to take a medicines on right time and right doses of that right time. Now I have one quote. A doctor gives life to the patient through medicines, but a pharmacist gives life to medicine through his knowledge and skills. अभी मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ, अगर कोई भी पैंडेमिक हो इंडिया में और वर्ल्ड में, सबसे मेन होता है कि लाइफ को सेव करना. तो वो सेविंग ऑफ लाइफ में मेन रोल होता है उसका प्रिवेंशन एंड सेफ्टी ऑफ दैट पैंडेमिक. तो उसी में हमको सेफ्टी ज्यादा उसमें मैटर करती है. देन रोल ऑफ फार्मासिस्ट का मतलब उन्होंने सही से कम्युनिकेट करना चाहिए पेशेंट के साथ. देन पेशेंट सेफ्टी, क्वालिटी ऑफ मेडिसिन सप्लाइड टू पेशेंट्स. देन रोल इन प्रिवेंशन, public awareness, online deliveries, availability of right medication to right patient, understand the prescriptions of that doctor, and then give medicines to that patient. Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello,
Madam,
Hi.
Madam, what will be the role of community pharmacist?
Role of community pharmacists to give a guidelines to peoples.
Okay. Sir, any question?
Sir, any question?
No, sir. You can continue.
Hello.
Next, sir, next.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
ST40.
Hello, sir.
Yes, can I leave?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ST39.
Ma'am, can I give now? I have some network issue. That's why I can't give.
Okay, okay. Proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute.
नंबर काय आहे त्याचा? ST?
Hello, sir. Just a minute. Sir, visible? Screen is visible?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir, and all of you. My poster presentation topic is in silico molecular docking assisted electrolytic deposition of chitosan lecithin for development of chrysin liposomes, assessment of bioavailability and anti-cancer activity. First of all, soy lecithin and
ST39.
chrysin. Yes, ma'am.
ST39. Your topic is not relevant.
Cancer activity. Ma'am, why, ma'am?
अरे तो टॉपिक नहीं ना बाळा.
Sir, I have used.
This is out of your theme.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ST39. Proceed.
Okay, ma'am. The soy lecithin and chrysin dissolve in chloroform and methanol by using rotatory evaporation, film formation and drying. After that, film dissolution and propsonation. After that, suspension added, the dissolution suspension added, and the chitosan solution using magnetic stirrer. After that, lyophilized. Then we get lyophilized chrysin liposomes. And there are the characterization and evolution I have covered in this poster. The objective is that electrostatic deposition and assisted preparation, characterization and evaluation of chrysin liposomes for breast cancer treatment. First of all, material and method. Soy lecithin in and fixed amount of chrysin was dissolved in mixture of chloroform and methanol. After that, the thin film was prepared and dried. Then rotatory evaporated by using the organic phase under vacuum 30 degrees Celsius and dissolve the phosphate per pH 7.4. Then the mixture is propsonated for 30 seconds in ice bath to obtain smaller size of liposomes. Then liposomal suspension was injected dropwise into the aqueous phase under magnetic stirrer to obtain chrysin liposomes suspension. After that, ultracentrifuge at 16,000 RPM and then dry, lyophilize and store at 4 degrees Celsius.
The results is that the particle size 186 nanometer and the PDI is 0.227. This signifies the uniform distribution of chrysin liposomes. Zeta potential is found to be 27.77, indicating its significant stability profile of chrysin liposomes. And the TEM image shows that the chrysin is successfully entrapped in the liposomes. Then DSC shows the DSC shows the blank liposomes and chrysin liposomes. Both are same. It means that the successful entrapment of chrysin in the liposomes. In the XRD peak, chrysin have crystalline nature. After encapsulating, it shows amorphous. The both peak of blank liposome and chrysin liposomes are same. It means it indicates that the successful entrapment of chrysin in liposomes. In vitro release study. The study reveals that 88.55% chrysin release from chrysin liposome compared to pure chrysin. The pure chrysin only release 48.11% of drug suspension after 24 hours. Improved release due to increased stability and amorphous nature of entrapment chrysin compared to pure chrysin. And then mean plasma. This is in vivo activity. The 3 group of 6 Wistar rats control standard and test and give pure drug and chrysin liposome suspension were given at equivalent dose weight 100 mg per kg body weight of the Wistar rats. Significant enhancement of plasma drug concentration of chrysin in chrysin liposomes compared to pure chrysin suspension. After the human breast cancer cell line MCF7, this is the cancer model for anti-cancer activity. It shows that chrysin liposomes demonstrate increased inhibition rate and growth inhibition was maximum at lowest concentration 6 microgram per ml. And then molecular docking, we have done molecular docking. Chitosan and lecithin shows hydrogen bonding with each other, and then chrysin from hydrogen bonding with hydroxyl group of chitosan. It means that in silico results prove that the electrostatic interaction between two polymers and polymer drugs. The conclusion is that in the present investigation, chrysin nanocomplexation was carried out by film filtration and electrostatic deposition method. This proves that complexation of chrysin, lecithin, and chitosan may be one of the most considerable approaches in clinical settings for boosting absorption, oral bioavailability as an anti-cancer drug in futures.
ST39, your time is over.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, having any question?
No, ma'am. Last.
Remove your sharing. 39. ST39.
ST39, remove your sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
ST41.
Yes, ma'am.
Share your screen.
Good afternoon, dear sir and respected ma'am. My ST code is 41, and today I'm going to present my topic, green chemistry. So first definition. Green chemistry is the design of chemical product and process that reduce or eliminate the use of hazardous substance. Now we will look at 12 principles of green chemistry. So first is waste prevention. We should prevent waste rather than cleaning and treating it. Then second is atom economy. We should maximize atom from all reagent and prevent the waste. Then third is less hazardous chemical synthesis. So we should use chemical reaction at molecular level and synthetic route to be as safe as possible. Then fourth is designing safer chemical. We should minimize toxicity so that we can get a minimum waste. Then fifth one is safer solvent as auxiliaries. We should use safest solvent as at molecular level. Then sixth is design for energy efficiency. Means we should use least energy efficiency at chemical level. Use of renewable feedstock means we should use chemicals that are generated from renewable sources instead of that are generated from chemical originating. Then eighth one is reduce derivative. We should minimize the use of derivatives that is temporary. Instead, we should use derivatives that will maximize our product. Then ninth is catalyst. Means we should use catalyst that can reduce our reaction time instead of stoichiometric reagent. Then 10th is design for degradation. Means we should use chemical that can be degraded or discarded easily. Then 11, real-time pollution prevention. Means we should have monitor chemical reaction that can be minimize waste efficiently. Then safer chemistry for accident prevention. So for this we should use chemical reaction that will minimize the risk of accident. So now we will look at this pie chart. So this pie chart is showing us the key industries where mercury mobilization take place in world among metric countries. So this pie chart demonstrate about the Russian Federation where mercury mobilization has been taken place. So Russian mobilization has been developed so that mercury mobilization should generate global environmental contamination, despite the fact that we know that mercury will contaminate our environment. So it is being used so that our environment should be protected, like implementation of Minamata Convention in Russia has been produced to minimize risks of contamination, such as to recover pollution territories to decrease mercury emission on atmosphere. There are 4 sources of mercury mobilizations. First is primary natural sources that can be volcanic activity, geothermal activity, erosion of rock containing mercury. Second is primary anthropogenic sources that can be ore mining and processing, waste incineration plant, large facilities for mining and producing non-ferrous sulfate such as copper, zinc, lead, aluminium, as well as use of fossil fuels such as coal, oil. Now, then third one is secondary anthropogenic sources. In that we can take the example of power cell, then paints, mercury thermometer, etc. Then fourth is remobilization, means transfer of accumulated mercury from one domain to another. Example, burning out of forest, flooding of territories. Since biomass of forest and organic compound offer mercury over surface layer of the soil. Now we will look at the methods. So the method which is used in green chemistry is ball milling, microwave irradiation, photocatalysis.
ST41, your time is over. Sir, having any question?
No question, sir. Okay.
No
continue.
question, madam.
Thank you, ST41.
Thank you.
ST42, share your screen.
42 नहीं मिली थी.
ST41, remove your screen.
Other
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ST42, share your screen.
SP41 ने स्क्रीन ऑफ नाही केली मॅम. स्क्रीन शेअरिंग ऑफ नाही केलंय. माझं शेअर नाही होत आहे तेव्हा.
Okay. ST41,
Ma'am, I have done.
ST41, remove your sharing.
Ma'am, I have removed my sharing.
Okay, ST42.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. I am performing a project on green chemistry. First of all, let us see what is green chemistry. Green chemistry is a design of a chemical product and process that eliminated the generation of hazardous substances. The aim of my project is synthesis of skip base from aniline with 5-bromosalicylaldehyd using grindstone method. Development of green chemistry is connected with grindstone method. There are many benefits of grindstone method, like it make work simple. Second one is the reaction occur at low temperature. Last but not the least, the reaction is environment friendly. Let's move to introduction. The reaction can be done by identifying the alternative for reaction. Condition: solvent for increased selectivity, no toxic waste generation, safer chemical product. As the natural resources and preservation of ecosystem is very important, and call greener method to synthesis chemical compound for environmental friendliness. Following is the procedure. A mixture of substituted aniline and 5-bromosalicylaldehyd 0.01 molar in 50 ml ethanol, subjected to grinding in mortar with a porcelain piece for about 10 minutes. The reaction mixture left was overnight, then crystallized in absolute ethanol. The melting point and yield was recorded. Let us see the general structure for synthesis. 5-bromosalicylaldehyd react with substituted aniline. For the project, I have used 2-chloroaniline. The reaction takes place in the presence of fly ash catalyst and gives 5-bromo-2-hydroxybenzaldehyd substituted aniline. Result and discussion. The synthesis of skip base is an exothermic reaction. So rather than providing energy in the form of heat, their synthesis has been scaled up toward green sustainable chemistry domain by
avoiding heating from outside, and thus energy is provided in the form of friction. During grinding process, physical and analytical data was recorded. And here the table of data which are recorded. 2-chloroaniline, their yield 82.25%, observed MP 106 degrees Celsius and reported MP 109 degrees Celsius. Their color is yellow. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, having any question?
No question. You can continue.
No question, ma'am.
Okay, next ST32.
Yes, ma'am.
Share your screen.
Oh. Good afternoon, all of you. My poster code is
Zoom in your poster. 32.
32. I can choose the theme of chemistry concept is as okay. Now start, sir.
Yes, ma'am, you can start.
Good afternoon, all of you. Sir and ma'am. My poster code is ST32. I can choose the theme of green chemistry. The green chemistry concept is eco-friendly and easily sustainable synthesized method. Those the green chemistry depend upon 12 principle and many example or technique also. Sir, green chemistry theme I can choose and subject of my today's poster or presentation competition is microwave assisted green synthesis of chip base using fly ash catalyst. This experiment I can explain with few different points like abstract, keyword, introduction, etc. Firstly, I can explain the abstract. This chip base having substituted of phenylamine where synthesized using microwave oven employing as a fly ash catalyst. This process is very eco-friendly and energy saving, time saving process. This experiment use as different keywords. Few keywords is chip base, microwave oven, fly ash catalyst and green synthesis. Shortly, I can introduce this experiment. Recently, organic compound has been chip base formation. Hence, chip base have a got importance and intermediate. Hence, it becomes necessary to find out eco-friendly and green method. For its to find eco-friendly and green method, which of them? Recently, grindstone method, ultrasonication and use of microwave method. Recently, I can use the microwave method and use the fly ash catalyst from NTPC Deepnagar near the Bhusavar. As a chip base, the green chemistry method used in basis of 12 principle and many examples. General structure of chip base here and general scheme of this my reaction is I can take a 4-methyl benzaldehyde plus substituted aniline, different type of aniline at a microwave irradiation in presence of fly ash catalyst to form this chip base. There are different type of chip bases I can form use in different aniline. General procedure and synthesis of chip base. 100 ml conical flask taken silicate in 0.01 mole and p-toluidine. 0.01 mole of required anisaldehyde to 0 to 10 gram of fly ash catalyst was added in the reaction mixture. Add 2 to 3 ml of alcohol. The reaction mixture was irritated with microwave 180 volt, and for the suitable time the reaction mixture was cool and stored at room temperature. For this experiment, what is the result and discussion? In the observe that synthesis of chip base by using microwave oven in catalyst, the reaction is completed in eco-friendly and product yield also be the increase as compared to other reaction. Conclusion: really, reaction is cost effective, efficient and eco-friendly. Easy method for synthesis of chip base in green chemistry by using microwave assisted. Shortly, I can explain the table. There are 3 different type of aniline I can use for.
Is over.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sir, any question?
No, ma'am.
Question. Okay, carry on.
Okay, thank you. ST32. Next, ST33. Share your screen.
Hello.
Yes, continue. ST33. ST33, please proceed.
Going to talk about characterization modification. So, very first, we will start with what it means by extraction. Extraction means removing the active constituents from a plant material or any material. So, extraction means it is a process of removing active constituents from a plant material by using a different type of solvents. So then, as I told you, my topic is extraction, characterization, and modification of pectin. So pectin is a polysaccharide which is present in the cell walls of plants. Pectin is mainly
Your voice is not audible. 33. Please be in network. Your voice is breaking. 33. Hello. ST33. Okay, next one, ST34. Share your screen.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to give you information about the green chemistry. In that, my topic is preparation and evaluation of eco-friendly pesticides. In that, we have chosen the green chemistry. First of all, what is meant by green chemistry? So it is the branch of chemistry concerned with developing processes and products to reduce or eliminate hazardous substances. So I'm going to share about share abstract with you. In that, sustainable agriculture attempts to meet the food need of the world's rising environmental, human, and productivity impacts. We all know that nowadays many of modern pesticide agriculture industries using the pesticides for the purpose of good quality of food or the good quality of food or the in large amount quantity of food, so that we can see that the by using that pesticides, these pesticide get remain into the soil for years, so that it stores these toxic in soils soils in air and what do you mean by the pesticides? So these are the products, they are derived from natural sources such as plant, animal, naturally. The agriculture food sector, in its efforts to assure food production, their use is seen by many and implement to achieving sustainability, with the main issue being an implement to achieve sustainability, with the main issue being their negative impact on human health and the environment. Pesticides are consumed, inhaled, or absorbed via the skin. As I have earlier said, that this pesticide can be consumed. They are stored in soil for many years, so that can be inhaled, consumed, or by the skin, so that they can show the hazardous effect on skin or the human being. Pesticides can harm your health in both acute and chronic ways. Minor human health risks related with pesticide use include mild headache, skin rashes, and impaired vision. These pesticides have been linked to immune suppression, hormonal disruption, cognitive decline, reproductive issues, neurological and behavioral disorders, and cancer. Concern about human health differ depending on the level of exposure. In this work on eco-friendly pesticide made from plants, this demonstrated that the produced insecticide has positive benefits and is eco-efficient because insects infestation account for more than 45% of annual food production. One strategy for increasing agriculture yield is effective post management. So there is a example, we all know the natural pesticides examples are like neem, nicotine, dhatura, etc. Thank you. Now I'm going to hand over this poster presentation to my colleague.
So the next is aim and objective. In that, the attempt is to create the alternative pesticides, means to prepare natural pesticides. Then to decrease the soil infertility, by using the natural pesticides, soil infertility can be decreased. Then make an effort to reduce the overuse of synthetic pesticides. So she already told that the synthetic pesticide have the hazardous on health, like impaired vision or the cognitive decline. So basic motto is to encourage the farmer to use the natural insecticides and protect themselves from the carcinogenic pesticides. So from that methodology, in that the plant is collected, in that neem, then ruhi, besharam, then dhatura and custard apple. Then aqueous extraction of is done, that is by decoction method, means boiling of the drugs take place. Then mix all extract in the aqueous proportion. Then these are the active. I'm audible, sir?
Yes.
I'm audible. Okay. Then these are the plants means Azadirachta indica, which is name belonging to the Meliaceae family. In that, chemical constituent are quercetin, which act as a flavonoid, then nimbosterol, then liminoids, nimbin, etc. Then Annova reticulata, which contain the diterpenoids called as oxyphenolate reticulin. Then Dhatura metal, which belonging to the family Solanaceae, which contain the
Your time is over.
Okay, sir.
Sir, having any question?
No question, sir. Continue, sir.
No question, ma'am.
Thank you, ST34. All participants, you have instruction. After the complete of meeting, I will be share feedback link in your WhatsApp group. You fill it. Without filling feedback link, you can't get certificate. Now, I would you request Mr. D.R. Patil sir for vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me. Okay, thank you, sir, for inviting me as a representative of PSGVPM Mandal College of Pharmacy, Shada. I would like to thank our both evaluators, Dr. S.R. Pawar, sir, Associate Professor, College of Pharmacy, Chopra, and Dr. M.K. Patel, sir, Associate, Vice Principal, Arts, Commerce, Science College of Arts, Commerce, Science College, Shada. First of all, I would like to thank the student development section of our Kavitri Bainabai Chaudhary North Maharashtra University for sponsoring this program. Then I would like to thank the management of PSGVPM College of Pharmacy, Shada, for supporting us to conduct this program. Then I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. SP Pawar sir, for guiding us throughout this program, and I would like to thank our participant for showing this great enthusiasm and great interest in this program, and showing this much courage to talk in front of these great dignitaries. Then I would like to thank our technical team and all the organizing team and the teaching staff, whoever supported us for conducting this program. And with this, I would like to communicate this program, and with heavy heart, I would say goodbye to everyone, and everyone can leave the meeting now. Thank you for attending this meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am.
We'll provide you feedback form after on a WhatsApp group. So please kindly fill the feedback form. The participant will get the certificates after completing and filling the feedback form. Okay, thank you. Now you can leave the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Power, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.